Dexter Steen. Behind the plate, number 21, Josh Elder. And on the hill, number 13, Ryan Neubauer. Sometimes with names.
So the starting lineups have been announced for each of the teams here. As we go through, Ryan Neubauer, the starting pitcher for the post-22 Hardhats here on the mound, with his brother being the all-tournament team pitcher last year here in the Nuch tournament here in Pueblo, Colorado. So we get set, writing down the rest of the lineup card here.
To the pitcher, number 13, Ryan Neubauer.
So we get set, ready to go. So the defense looking like here, the Hardhats will be the home team here against the Victus Recruits U16 team. So we roll around the horn here from third base. Aiden Roberts playing there at third. At shortstop, number 11, Blaine Hunt. At second, Wyatt Reeder. And at first, Dexter Steen. The outfield from left to right, we have Kane McLeod, followed up by, in the center field today, and Lars Kiefer. And in the right field, we have Carter Johnson. So that's what the outfield looks like. And behind the home plate today is number 21, Josh Elder, and Ryan Neubauer on the mound. And the stats looking here on the year for Neubauer: 25 innings pitched. He has a 3-win, 0-loss record. He leads the team in strikeouts with 37. He has walked 16 batters, has an ERA of a 1.96 and a whip of a 1.28. So we're ready to go here in the Nuch tournament in Pueblo, Colorado.
To start our game, leading off for Victus Recruits, the center fielder, number 11, Nate Sluky.
So center fielder Nate Sluky will be the leadoff hitter for Victus. And Elder gets one little chat here with his pitcher Neubauer on the mound, and we're ready to go here for game one of the doubleheader on this Thursday evening. So Neubauer, the right-handed pitcher, he'll face the left-handed batter first. And the first pitch of the game is going to get a swing on this one to left field. McLeod getting chased towards it, makes the catch. And the first pitch, already one down. And the scoreboard is not following with us here today, so I will try my best to
with one down.
Go back
brings
and
the bat to shortstop, number 61, Tristan Mullis.
So the fly out there from Nate Sluky puts one away here in the top of the first inning for Victus. Already one pitch in. Now Tristan Mullis comes in, the shortstop. Neubauer gets set here for his next pitch, lifts the leg off the mound. This one down in the middle for a strike. So second pitch of the game in for a strike. So with a 0-1 count, Neubauer's next pitch, this one just a little bit outside. So the count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike. And Josh Elder, who's played catcher in the last 2 games, the doubleheader against Williston on Tuesday night back in Rapid City. And the next pitch, this one a little down low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away here. Just only the second hitter for Victus Recruits, U16. Neubauer's next pitch swung on right in the same place. This one is going to drop into left center. This one back to the wall. McLeod goes to pick it up. It's going to be Kiefer, as Mullis is going to hold off on second base. So they get a double just on the second hit, and that's the first hit here of the game. And now this will pull up the left fielder.
Mullis doubles, puts her in second with 1 out for the left fielder, number 1, Carter Lowry.
Carter Lowry comes in, the left fielder, following that hit into left center by Tristan Mullis. That will look to be an identical spot where Sluky had it first. So getting ready here for the next pitch, a runner back on second. Neubauer gets the call from his catcher and Elder. Hunt backs off. Runner thought about taking, but a swing and a miss will go in for a strike there on Lowry. So the count will go 0-1 with 1 away. Neubauer again, who gets set. Takes a peek back to the runner on second. Righty pitches. This one swings and misses again for strike 2. So with an 0-2 count with one away, as this puts the Hardhats with one out in the top of the first. Just for the third hitter in Victus. Negebauer facing straight here with the lunge on the mound, waits the call as Mullis returns back to second base. So Negebauer still stalling here, waiting for the call. Killing some time as he'll turn away here. Ryan looks back on second. Hunt takes the step off. This one outside. Swings and misses for strike three in the second out here in this top of the first inning. 2 away now. Negebauer only 1 hit. So that's the first strikeout for Ryan Negebauer. Catching swinging.
Brings up the DH number 27, Declan Moylet.
So this will pull up Declan Moylet, the DH. Instead with Mullis, the runner on second, as he had that double, just the second hitter in the lineup. First pitch comes. Contact made on this one, just goes foul off to the left side. So he'll start his count 0-1. And umpire exchanging or giving Eller a new ball here to throw back to Negebauer on the mound. So last year's tournament here in Pueblo, Colorado, the all-tournament team here for the Rapid City Post 22 Hardhats, we saw Alex Dietrich win one. We saw Jana Moreno, a pitcher here for the Hardhats, as he won all-tournament team. And this one just goes a little outside by Negebauer. So that's 2 already, and the most promising pitcher award, the Negebauer from Post 22, as his little brother and Ryan here on the mound to start game 1 of this 2025 tournament. And the MVP hitting award went to Hayden Hollick last year. And then the tournament MVP, Harrison Good, followed by the tournament coach and Kelvin Torvey. So this throw right back onto second, gets a piece of the runner as he was just trying to tag back to the base on second. So the pickoff at 10th, count will stay 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Post 22 Hardhats ended up winning and being the champions as they defeated Cheyenne, a score of 8-4. So 1-1 the count. Negebauer again takes a look back, pitch this one just again a little outside for ball 2. So with the 2-1 count, Negebauer the stare down back on home plate. Moylet does a little shimmy with the bat in one hand. So Negebauer, that long stare down we saw him do a little while ago. Next pitch comes down the middle for strike 2. No swing there from Victus's DH, hitting 4th in the lineup. So with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, just at the top of the first inning, only 1 hit on the board with that runner there on second base. So Negebauer gets his call from his catcher. Looks back on second, pitch comes, gets a piece of it again, fouls off to that left side, over the Post 22 dugout. 2-2 again. Negebauer, he lost connection there for a quick second, and this one ground out straight to Reeder on second, throw a Steen on first. On second, throw a Steen on first is there. The camera is not showing. I am not sure what is going on. So that puts it away here for the top of the first inning. Only 1 hit there was allowed.
Top of the first for Victus. Showed no runs. Hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Defensively for Victus, left field number 1, Carter Lowry. Center field number 11, Nate Sluky. And in right field number 24, Brendan Ray. At third base, number 28, Richard Kleinspatter. The shortstop, number 61, Tristan Mullis. Second base, number 2, Max Vanderwalker. And at first base, number 7.
That was a little weird. The
Kellen
connection here
Bertrander.
randomly cut. The camera went all black, so we had to
Bertrander.
switch there for a second. So
Behind the plate, number 4, Ian Cooley. And doing the pitching, number 31, Carson Medina.
So as we get set here.
Batting order for the Hardhats. Leading off, number 10, Aiden Roberts. Batting second, number 19, Lars Kiefer. Batting third, number 18, Wyatt Reeder. Batting cleanup, number 27, Kane McLeod. Batting fifth, number 22, Jace Morgan. Batting sixth, number 25, Dexter Steen. Batting seventh, number 23, Carter Johnson. Batting eighth, number 21, Josh Elder. Batting ninth, number 11, Blaine Hunt.
So lineup announced there. So Victus' starting pitcher, Carson Medina.
Now batting the third baseman, number 10, Aiden Roberts.
So Aiden Roberts rolled up here to the task, just the leadoff man, as he ranks third on the team here in batting average, sitting at a 403 entering this tournament. As we have a quick timeout. Looks like umpire wanted some of the players from the post-22 to return back to the dugout. So first pitch from Medina, in for a strike. No swing there from Roberts. So starts the bottom of the first inning, 0-1 count. Score still remains a 0-0. So Medina gets his call from his catcher. 0-1 pitch comes to Roberts, gets a swing on it, hits the fence. And that will go for a foul ball, so the count will go 0-2. And Roberts slugging it as .611 as well. Has an on-base percentage of a .551. So he does have good hitting numbers this year. 0-2 pitch comes from Medina. Roberts gets a swing on the ground play here to third. That's the scoop. The throw way over the head. That's going to be an error. And Roberts, who takes a tumble on a first, thinking about running a second, but he's going to get a single. Reaches on the air. And the Hardhats leadoff hitter gets a leadoff single. And this pulls up center fielder Lars Kiefer up to the plate.
With the runner first,
hitting a
no outs, center fielder number 19, Lars Kiefer.
With an on-base percentage of a .450 and slugging at a .429. So Roberts getting his leadoff single there. I apologize for that pole kind of cutting off Kiefer here, so they try to pick off onto first. That one hops away. Roberts pops right back up, and he's going to take off to go to second base. So a little wild pitch. Not a wild pitch, but a pick off attempt throw to first. Gets out of the hands for the second error here on the game for Victus. The last two pitches as well. So no pitch here yet for Kiefer. Roberts on second. He's going to bunt this one high up. Catcher dumps the mask. The dive, the catch. He didn't get it in time. Umpire waves it safe, so 0-1 count with Kiefer on a high bunt that went sky high in the air. And then a dive catch opportunity here from Victus's catcher and Ian Cooley. Just didn't get it in time.
Nice effort by Ian Cooley.
So 0-1 count, no outs. Roberts still on that second base for the Hardhats. Medina gets a pitch call, second baseman teasing back to go on to second. Medina, the righty, pitches. Kiefer gets a swing on this one into right field. And a right fielder makes the catch. Roberts is going to tag up from second, and he's into third. So just a fly out to right field there from Kiefer. Is that dropped? So Kiefer gets a single. I apologize.
No runners at the corners. No outs. For the second baseman, number 18, Wyatt Reeder.
I gotta clean the glasses because I can't see where that one went.
Error right field.
Error right field. There we go. So the third error here for Victus. This pulls up Wyatt Reeder. Gets this one over the second baseman's head. Roberts will come in and score. So the Hardhats have a 1-0 lead. Kiefer going into third. So an RBI single for Mr. Wyatt Reeder. And the Hardhats have a 1-0 lead here early in this game. And Aiden Roberts tallying with the run, as that is Roberts' 38th of the year.
Reeder singles. Brings in a run. Now with runners at the corners. Brings up number 27, the left fielder, Kane McLeod.
Still no outs here in the bottom of the first with Reeder's RBI single, which brings Roberts in a score. So Kane McLeod up to the occasion now. 291, first pitch he sees, he'll swing and miss for a strike. So with Reeder on first and Kiefer on third, that's what it's going to look like there. So Medina again looking in tight here for the pitch call, looks over the shoulder on first. Reeder takes a little tiptoe back to second. Pitch comes, McLeod gets contact under it, and this one will pop up straight to the second baseman, and that will be for the first out here in the bottom of the first. So So one down keeps the runners on
With
the
one down,
corners.
brings up the DH, number 22, Jace Morgan.
So Jace Morgan, who's been playing a little bit in DH in the game against Willison, he played in some outfield as well. So first pitch to Morgan just goes a little outside, and Reeder will just take off to go to second, so he gets one there. So runners on second and third now. The stolen base from Reeder. So Kiefer on third, Reeder on second. 1-0 pitch count here for Morgan. Medina, the pitch comes. This one again, offering is down low. So 2-0 count. One out in the bottom of the first. 1-0 to score in favor of the Hardhats. Medina again gets set. Morgan waving that bat crazy. Lets that one go in right to the middle for a strike. So the first strike here of the two was a 2-0 count, now makes it 2-1. And Morgan's still rocking with that pink bat as he debuted, I believe, on Tuesday night. Next pitch comes, Morgan gets a piece of it, hits the fence right here in front of us, and now the count goes to 2-2, following that foul ball. So still one out away. Runners on second and third for the Hardhats. A 2-2 count, one away. Medina gets the call from his catcher, Cooley. Pitch comes, Morgan gets a swing on it. A ground play right to second. And that one brings in a run. So 2-0 here for the Hardhats. With coming in to score for that one was Lars Kiefer. Now that puts Reeder on third, 2 away, 2-0 to score.
Morgan grounds out, brings in a run, and brings to bat the first baseman, number 25, Dexter Steen.
So Morgan is just grounded right there to the second baseman. The pickup, throw at first. So the first one here for Dexter Steen will go outside for ball one, and Steen ranks second on the team in batting average at a .404. Playing one game, that later game on Tuesday night. So the next pitch he'll take downstairs again for a 2-0 count. And Steen, a walking machine. So 2-0 count with 2 outs here in the first inning. Medina's next pitch in for a strike. So the first one, count will now go to 2 balls, 1 strike. Steen draws the line on home plate. Gets his feet in right, plays in tight there on home plate. Next pitch, that one outside, ball 3. See if we can move the camera here to get a little bit more of an angle with that pole out of the way. I'll try to dinker with it here in a little bit. So 3-1 count here for Steen. With Reeder still on third, he'll take this one for a strike. So Steen will fall to full count here. With 2 away in the bottom of the first, Hardhats having a 2-0 lead. So Medina shakes off that pitch given by Cooley. So he gets the new one. Here it comes. Steen swings, but it's dropped. Steen running out to first, and the throw is there. So that's the third out. Puts it away here for the first inning, but it was a RBI single from Wyatt Reeder, which brought in Anna Roberts to score. And then it was a ground out there from Jace Morgan to bring in Lars Kiefer to
In the bottom of the first, for post 22. You show 2 runs, 1 hit, 3 errors, 1 left off. After 1 complete, our score, post 22, 2. Victus recruits, 0.
So Negebauer, he'll remain on the mound after throwing for 1 strikeout back in that first inning. After Sluky he flew out, Mullis had a double, Lowry struck out, and then Moylat, who grounded to second. So now the first hitter here is going to be the third baseman, number 28, Bridger Hoosfatter. I think that's how you say it. So Negebauer just getting in his final one of throws. Roy Thompson, the last time we saw the other catcher for the Hardhats, played in the championship game of the Veterans Classic back on Sunday. where Sheridan overcame with the win to win the 2025 Veterans Classic. So with a 2-0 lead, Negebauer is set to go, kicking off the second inning between the Victus recruits and the
Now
Hardhats.
batting number 28, Richard Kleinsvatter.
Kleinsvatter. First pitch here of the inning from Negebauer will go in for a strike. So 0-1 we go. Great way to start off the inning and at bat. Negebauer's next pitch comes. This one just goes a tiny bit outside, and umpire says for ball 1. 1-1 count. Negebauer's pitch comes in. This one makes contact high. This one fouls it off deep into the right side, almost here the entrance here to this ballpark. So following the foul ball, 1-2 strike count for the leadoff hitter. Negebauer's next pitch, and that one down low. Elder rotated the wrist upside down to get that one. So with a count 2-2. Negebauer's next pitch comes. Swung on, popped up high. And that one into the spectator's view over this fence here in front of us. So count will remain 2-2 strikes off that foul ball. Negebauer, righty delivers, swung on this one towards right field. Johnson under it makes the catch, one away here in the second inning. And this will pull up Brendan Ray, the right fielder for Victus.
With 1 down, brings up the right fielder number 24, Brendan Ray.
So Ray comes in after Bushvater flies out to right field, right into the hand of Carter Johnson. So with 1 away, first pitch from Negebauer. This one is swung, and this one again going in front of the Hardhats dugout as they chase after towards that one. So a foul ball results the count now to 0-1. 0-1 count. Negebauer's next pitch comes, swung. This one pops up high again and outside. A long bus trip here today for the Rapid City Post 22 Hardhats, traveling early this morning at 6:45, hit the road, as we just got into Pueblo, Colorado around 3:30. So we were on the road for a while. Denver caught up in some traffic. Next pitch from Negebauer again outside. So that'll be for the first ball of the count, number 1-2 with 1 away. So Ray steps back here in the box. Ray, who is the 6th hitter in Victus' lineup. 1-2 pitch comes from Negebauer. Swung on again, fouls on the right side towards Victus' dugout. So Steen, who throws Negebauer here a new ball on the mound. 1-2 count remains, 1 out, top of the second, 2-0 Hardhats lead in game 1 of the Nuch tournament here in Pueblo, Colorado. Next pitch just goes outside, got a swing on it. It's a fence for another foul ball. 1-2 count. Checking back in the box comes Ray, a right-handed hitter with a right-handed pitcher. Next one comes, swung. This one is popped up again with a foul on the outside over the fence, and it hits the concrete. So a lot of foul balls here off these last 4 pitches, and Negebauer here gets his call. 1-2 pitch comes. This one off of the boxes in front of Elder and just takes a bounce and hits the fence. So that was ball 2. So 2-2 count we go. Yes, home umpire gathering some new balls here after Ray put most of them here outside the playing field. 2-2 pitch comes. This one just a little low for ball 3. So the count was at 1-2 for a while. Foul balls fought off by Ray. He now goes to 3-2, full count with 1 away. Negebauer, the twist, the turn outside for ball 4, and that's the first walk Negebauer will allow today. So a runner on first and Brendan Ray.
Ray walks, puts a runner on first with 1 out for the first baseman, number 7, Talon Borcherding.
So first baseman Talon Borcherding comes in. A runner on first. You can see a potential double play here The right-handed batter, you don't want to hit one right into shortstop Blaine Hunt or third baseman Aaron Roberts, as those two fielding percentage outstanding this year. So with one away, first pitch a little high. Elder popped up quick to see if the runner was going to take off to first. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. This top of the second inning, 2-0 Hardhats lead. Negebauer, next pitch comes, this one in for a strike. So following the ball, he follows it with a strike. So 1-1 count. And now each team having 1 hit on the board. And Reeder, who is the only hit, and it was the single on air from both Roberts and Kiefer. So still 1-1 there following that pickoff attempt to first where Steen is. Again, he's got that right arm up and ready to go. 1-1 pitch comes right down the middle and a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 count, 1 away now here for Orstein, the first baseman for Victus. With already 1 down. Negebauer takes a peek back on first where his back is faced to him now. Takes a look over the shoulder. Here comes his next pitch. This one a little outside. Ball 2, no biggie. Elder throws it right back. Maybe trying to see if Victus' first baseman was going to chase on that one. 2-2 count with 1 down. Negebauer looks straight ahead. Next pitch down into the dirt again. Ball 3. So another full count chance here. We saw with the last at-bat and Brendan Ray. 3-2, Negebauer again takes a deep breath here on the mound. Gets set, looks back to first. And back down the middle there to Elder. Full count pitch comes, gets him swinging and misses for strike 3 in the second out here in the top of the second, and make it the second strikeout on the game for
2 down. Bring up the catcher number 4, Ian Cooley.
So Ian Cooley, the catcher who made a diving attempt on Kiefer's bunt back in the first inning. He made the diving catch like Superman, but just couldn't get it in his glove. So first pitch here just outside into the left-handed batter's box for ball 1. Again, Elder was testing to see if that runner was going to take off to first. As we get some breeze here into the box. Next pitch from Negebauer, right down the middle for a strike. So the count now will go to 1-1 with 2 outs here in the second inning. After it was a hot day getting here into Colorado. It's been partly cloudy since we've got here. 1-1 count. Negebauer takes a look back to first. Here comes his next pitch. Gets a piece of it, hits the top of the fence, and ricochets right back down into the dirt. So 1-2. Negebauer gets set. 1-2 count, 2 away in the second. Runner on first. Pitch comes outside. Elder. So 2-2 count. The wind starting to pick up a lot here. 2s all across the board there in the left field scoreboard. We have a quick time here by the batter. Just to collect something. Maybe that could be a problem there for Josh Elder with the dust going into his eyes off to that left side. See if that window might cause a problem, and it does. So, put it right back. Next pitch from Negebauer, swung line drive over the Reeder's glove. That's going to be a single, and just for the second hit here of the game for Victus, as that was the catcher Ian Cooley. So runners on first and second now with 2 away.
Cooley singles. Puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. Runner for the catcher. Number 12.
this pulls up the second baseman, number 2, Max Walker. So first pitch now following that single. And this one will just go a little down low for ball 1. 1-0 to start this count.
The batter, number 2, Max Walker, second baseman.
1-0 count. Negebauer looks back to second. Here comes his pitch. Swan on a ground play straight to Reeder. He's going to throw it to second, but and safe. And his punt just not in time. So Walker, as he gets a single in this ball, put runners up all 3 here. And we go back to the top of the order with Nate Sluky up. And the ground out straight to second on Reeder. And he went to
Now batting
second
number 11,
to
Nate
first.
Sluky. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Negebauer here with this pitch. This one will go a little outside for ball 1. As Sluky adjusts on the mound. Next pitch swings and misses for strike 1. So 1-1 count with 2 away, bases loaded. Top of the second, 2-0 still the score remains in favor of your Hardhats. Negebauer's pitch comes in for a strike. We'll look from up here a little bit outside. We'll take it for strike 2. 1-2 count. 2 away in the second inning. Negebauer on the mound, lifts the leg, pitch comes, swung right to Reeder. The scoop, he'll go to first this time. Steen makes the catch, and he will get him. So 2 hits there in the top of the second for Victus, as it came off of the catcher Ryan Cooley and Max Walker.
2 hits, no errors, 3 left off.
Smokey goes 0 for 2, following that ground up there to Reeder. After the first time there, as Van Walker hit right to Reeder, he went to second instead of throwing the bullet straight to first. And that kind of caused a little bit of some stuff there. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Hardhats have the 2-0 lead. As it's Medina still in the mound for Victus, and the leadoff hitter is going to be right fielder Carter Johnson. Negebauer, 2 strikeouts through 2 innings, 1 each hit, 1 and 2. So the Hardhats having a doubleheader here tonight. And at 7, they will face off against the Parker Lightning after this game. Hopefully the network will be our friend here. I know the video is a little bit choppy. We'll get ready. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little bit better.
Move to the bottom of the second. The batter, the right fielder, number 23, Carter Johnson.
So Carter Johnson enters this game at a 157 average. And his first pitch here, the leadoff man of the second inning, hits the pole right in front of me for a foul ball, and the count will go 0-1. So Johnson will take a step there out of the box and set again. Following that foul ball, 1 pitch comes. Johnson swings on it. This play on the dirt. Shortstop makes the throw. Was it in time? He missed it, the catch. And it popped right back up. So that's going to be a base hit for Carter Johnson. So a single. We see 2 singles for the leadoff guys here.
Johnson gets an infield hit.
And Johnson.
Puts the runner at first with no outs for the catcher, number 21, Josh Elder.
So Elder, who comes in here, the catcher, at a 250 batting average. Johnson on first, following that throw from short, as first baseman just couldn't get under it. This one gets behind the glove. Johnson advances off to second after popping right back out of the glove there from Cooley, the catcher. So 1-0 count will start Elder. Johnson to second. And as Victus's coach will give the pitcher here a call. So Elder again playing really in tight here into that plate. Following the ball. 1-0 count. Next pitch comes. Elder gets a swing on it. This one outside. So a foul ball results for the first strike of the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, still no outs here in the bottom of the second. With a runner on second and Johnson. Medina looks back as shortstop went back and forth. Next pitch outside for ball 2. Elder saw that one from an early release point and knew if to swing it or not. So 2-1 count again. Elder plays in tight. Medina shrugs the shoulders on the mound. Looks back to second. Righty delivers down the middle for strike 2. 2-2 count for Elder. He just takes another moment here, gets that little low mid practice swing before getting things settled here for the left-handed hitter catcher. 2-2. Johnson tiptoeing to third, and this one outside, ball 3. So Elder, who fought off some strikes there on the 2-2 count, takes that one for ball 3, and now full count he goes. Here for 22's catcher. 3-2, Medina gets the call from his catcher. Johnson plays a little in tighter there. Second pitch comes, swings and misses for strike 3. And Elder, who will strike out, puts the first out here in the bottom of the second.
With a runner at second, 1 out. Brings up the shortstop, number 11, Blaine Hunt.
So Blaine Hunt, the 9th hitter here in the lineup for Post 22, the shortstop, entering this game at a .333 average, slugging at a .492. So Johnson, who still remains on second, and Johnson will take off to third, but Hunt gets this one past the third baseman, and Johnson is going to come in to score. Hunt will hold off. He goes to second, and Johnson tags the plate, and Hunt is going to come here to third after touching second, and he's on to third, and he brings an RBI, and the Hardhats are up 3-0, and Johnson coming in with the run. And Johnson adding for his 21st run of the year. And I'm not quite sure what to give there for Hunt.
Single.
A single.
Single, and then error to third.
So RBI single, and error to third. So next pitch comes. Roberts gets a swing. We're back to the top of the order. And that one fights off the fence for foul ball.
Now batting number 10, Aiden Roberts.
And Roberts back in the first inning. Hit a single. He also reached on error there. It was driven in for the RBI single off a Reader's hit. This one down into the dirt as Cooley backstops that one for preventing that one. Hitting the backstop with Hunt on third base here for Post 22. Medina again gets the call. Roberts with a 1-1 pitch count. And this one gets a swing on it. The ground out play here to second. And that will bring in Hunt, so make it 4-0. As they have managed to now get 2 here in each first and second inning.
Roberts grounds out, brings in another run. With 2 down, the batter, the center fielder, number 19, Lars Kiefer.
So Kiefer also had a single that he reached on there back in that first inning. So both teams having 3 hits, with Victus having 4 errors. So the first one there Kiefer will take will be a strike with a swing and a miss. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 4-0 now, the Hardhats, after getting 2 here in the bottom of the second. And now to Kiefer, takes his second pitch. He'll swing and miss for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Kiefer back in the batter's box. Medina, here the pitcher, it's set. It comes. Kiefer gets a swing on contact off the shortstop, takes it off the chest, and that's going to be a single there for Kiefer, and that's the 5th error on the day for Victus.
Kiefer reaches on an error, brings to bat the second baseman, number 18, Wyatt Reader.
And Reader, who got the show started following his RBI single back in the first inning, also had a stolen base. And Reader, who leads the team with 45 hits now. So the first pitch he'll take will just go down in the dirt for ball 1. And Kiefer went about maybe halfway there from first to second, and returns back on to first. So Reeder takes the swing, or takes it back into the batter's box with a 1-0 count. 2 outs still here in the bottom of the second. Medina, the righty pitch comes. Reeder gets contact, hits the fence here again, so that's foul ball for the first strike of the count. 1-1 we go with Reeder. Looks on third base coach here, manager Kelvin Torby. Gets the call. Kiefer talking on first base coach Nick Ewing. Throw back, and the pickoff attempt not in time as Kiefer uses that slide. So 1-1 still here for Reeder. And the pitcher here is Kiefer will take off. Reeder takes a swing, takes a high bouncer off past the first baseman. He's going to get a single out of it. He's rounding off the second, and Kiefer holds off onto third. So a double for Wyatt Reeder. And the Hardhats have been moving along here with the hits. And this will pull up Kane McLeod. So runners on 2 and 3 with 2 outs at the bottom of the second. Up 4-0.
Bounces a double over the first baseman's head. Now runners at second and third with 2 out.
So we have a mound visit here with Medina and Victus. So we'll see if they make an early pitching change or if this is just a routine mound visit to calm down the pitcher and the infielders after Reeder's hit. Took a bounce off the dirt over the first baseman's head and into the outfield. So it's just going to be a mound visit here. They're going to keep Carson Medina in this game. Two outs here. On to the second, 4-0 runners on 2 and 3. This pulls McLeod up.
Now batting the left fielder, number 27, Kane McLeod.
McLeod, who popped to second baseman his first time up. So Medina following the mound visit with his coach. First pitch here to McLeod. And a little bit of a bunt show there from McLeod. This one just trickles outside for a ball 1. So the 1-0 count. First pitch following the mound visit. McLeod looks on the first baseline there to Coach Ewing. Medina gets the call right here from his catcher after shaking off the first one. Next pitch comes, and McLeod pops this one high up. First baseman is under it, foul ball territory, makes the drop. He never did, and this is going to... And we'll see if this was... I don't know what's going on. I believe it's going to be foul. So the runners will return back to first and third after that was looking to be foul ball territory. And it dropped in first baseman for Victus, and Borchstein never made the catch, so they're going to call it a foul ball. 1-1 count. McLeod takes the return back. And that pole completely blocks him there on the screen. I apologize. 1-1 count, 2 away. McLeod takes the next one, pops this one high up again over the fence for the second straight foul ball here. So that means with a 1-2 count. So Reeder on second, Kiefer on third, a 1-2 count, 2 away here at the bottom of the second. Medina here with the pitch on the mound. On to McLeod, and a little short chopper. This one is going to stay fair, and they're just going to tag McLeod here for the third out. And he never knew that was fair. As he will chat it up here with Blue. So 2 runs put up there at the bottom of the second. And it looks like manager Kelvin Torby wants to talk, but I believe it'll be the third out. So we will go back to pitching here for Hardhats, back to Negebauer. And Reeder, who was waiting there on second to see if they were going to count it. And they do.
In the second for post 22, we show 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 left off.
So Ryan Negebauer back in the first and
We
second.
finished 2 innings, our score, post 22, 4. Victus recruits 0.
Please clear all field. There is lightning in the immediate area. Please clear all field.
We'll have a lightning delay
that's not good. A lightning delay here with the clouds looking pretty dark. So all the teams here into the dugouts as let them
Lightning delay is when the lightning is within 10 miles.
So as we wait here for the rain delay or lightning delay to pass on. Last night it
Delay
was
comes at the end of the second inning.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals between the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, where the Pacers now have the series lead at 2-1 after a 116-107 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder. We'll see here when the next game is. I'm not a big basketball guy, but I know it's just postseason, so everyone is interested. And hockey going on tonight. Game 3 of the Stanley Cup final between the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers happening at 6 o'clock. So here just in less than 50 minutes between those two. Game 4. The Florida Panthers have a 2-1 series lead. So I'm going to shut here on this window. The breeze will cool off as we wait here for this lightning delay to pass. So we'll take a short break and we'll be back here very shortly, and we'll hope here for the lightning to go away. Alright, we've been still here in a lightning delay, but I have a program here for this tournament. So we are still in a lightning delay, but I thought I would just share some of the stuff here that is in this packet that describes the tournament awards and shows you who all won last year, everybody on the roster. So this is a cool packet thingy, but this one is the Nuch tournament awards description. So all these, every player here for Post 22 is eligible for all these. So we have the Ike Crowell Most Improved Team Award. It's given in honor of Ike Crowell, who spent hours at Runyon Field. Maybe that doesn't apply to us. Maybe I can find another one, but again, cool. Also shows, oh yeah, here's the awards from last year. So, writing down through here, we saw Jaden Moreno, he won, I believe, first team. We also saw Alex Dietrich. Those are all first team. The ICRA Most Improved, let's see if any Hardhats are on there. Nope. We did see the Dr. Tony Reski Roskevich Award. So this one actually is in here, and the winner of that was our third baseman, Aiden Roberts. So under that one is, Roski was a baseball standout playing shortstop and second base at Pueblo Catholic High and Regis University. He enjoyed watching both talented local players and those from far away as they participated in the annual Tony Anducciono Memorial Baseball Tournament. He shared a passion and love for the game of baseball. So it just shows from, I think what I get from here is that Anna Roberts showed a lot of heart and passion to the game. So, and that is really noticeable from him. So we saw that from him. Moving on, we have the Tom Milner Most Promising Pitcher Award. He was a simple fan. His name was Tom Milner. The annual Tony Anducciono Memorial Baseball Tournament was Tom's favorite time of the year. This award is given yearly at the tournament for the most promising player. That's promising player. I cannot read it. I'm not sure why, but Lee Negebauer won the Most Promising Pitcher Award. Then we saw followed along by MVP Hitter Award, Hayden Aholik, as he won that. Tournament MVP Harrison Good from Post 22. And the tournament coach went to our one and only manager, Kelvin Torvey. And we won in the championship game last year for the 44th annual Nuch tournament in a final of 8-4 over Cheyenne 06. So that was some of the awards as we are still here in rain delay. And some of the players from Victus are running out there on the field, maybe getting warmed up. I think we're about to get rolling here, but I'm not quite sure. We will still go here into the rain delay, lightning delay on the screen. But another cool thing here, it's the all-time tournament record. So it goes all the way from all tournament coaches here. It shows you all the way from 2024 all the way to 1985, which is incredible to see. And Calvin Torvey, as I can see here, is the first Post 22 head coach on this to win the all-tournament coach. Tournament MVPs, I'm not sure if we have any, but that also dates back to 1982. They have the hitter MVPs, Golden Gloves, they have title game appearances, all sorts of stuff for that. And then they also have team history as well, which is a really cool thing to see. And a very cool fact, Babe Ruth, yes, Babe Ruth played at these fields here. Another funny story, last year, when the Post 22 Hardhats came down to Pueblo to play in this tournament last year, they found out it was an all-wooden bat tournament. And some of you might know where this is going. There was not one single wooden bat on that bus. Not a single wooden bat. So some of the family, some of the moms, dads, and the teams had to go to all the sporting goods stores here around Pueblo. They had to go get some wood bats because obviously, I don't know if they changed it. I have not really noticed any wood bats, but last year it must have been. So they, that's just a funny story to hear about that. So, but really cool. Still looking through here, killing some more time as we wait for it. And there's also some team history. I mean, it goes back from like 1978. Shows you all the players on that team, all the teams, what the final score was. So this is like a really cool thing here in Pueblo. And then the all-tournament team history all the way from 2023. And all their sponsors here in the book. So a really cool thing as we see out here in the left field. I'll turn the graphic off here. And you might see that player there in left field, Cole Morling and Brody Thompson, both getting their arms rolled up as we're seeing more players start coming out here of the dugout. So hopefully we get to see some baseball action here after taking about what has been 30-minute lightning delay break here. It did start to rain a little bit. It only came for about 5 minutes. Very light rain as well, and it kind of started going on and off. So yeah, really cool thing. And I mentioned this earlier on the live, but the post-22 Hardhats, they left pretty early this morning at 6:45 in Rapid City. We all over the bus back at the ballpark, back home, loaded up. 6:45 hit the road, and we came into Pueblo around 3:30. And where we are now playing here in game one of the doubleheader against Victus recruits. So as we have the announcer, he's not currently in here, but he's been helping me out. I know some of the lingo. I'm not quite up to date with him. That's one thing I'm trying to get better at here. So he's been helping me. But some of the schedules here, as we'll go through some of that. So as of today, and so tomorrow, I know the Wi-Fi isn't very great. The video is kind of choppy, and I apologize for that. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do my best to fix it. So that's going to be one thing that I will try. I do have a little hotspot thingy that is plugged into the computer, but we were kind of running a little bit late setting some things up. So tomorrow, maybe when we have enough time, we can get that going on. But so games, game 2 of the doubleheader will be on the Nuch field, as well as a doubleheader tomorrow. So we'll look here at those games tomorrow at 1:30. It looks like the post-22 Hardhats are taking on Cheyenne. So that's a rematch of the last year's state or the championship game here in this tournament. So that's going to be an interesting game to see. And then they play a doubleheader right after that. So I'm trying to find it here. The specs aren't big enough apparently. Yeah, so they will play Cheyenne first at 1:30, and then it's followed at 4:30 on the same field as they play the Black Sox Black team. And I'm not quite sure. Let me see if they have the name here. The Burnett Black Sox from Texas. So all the teams that are here, obviously, most of them are pretty local. We have Pueblo Azteca from Colorado. We have the Victus recruits from Colorado, Parker Lane, who the Hardhats will face off at 7 o'clock tonight. They have the Woodward Travelers from Oklahoma. They have the Ark Valley Stars from Colorado. Rapid City Post-22, obviously from South Dakota. They have Greeley Gojos from Colorado. They have Cheyenne Post-6 from Wyoming. And then the Burnett Black Sox from Texas. So that's all of the teams here. 6 teams in the American Division, 6 teams in the National Division.
Awesome, thank you.
As the games there are going to be games. National number 1 seed plays the American number 1 seed, and then that will be for that. So that championship game, if the Hardhats make it back, they will play at 7 o'clock Sunday night. A late game. I'm not sure if we're leaving Sunday night. I would assume so. So we probably are going to be coming in back home pretty late. If we do make the championship game, knocking on wood. But there's that, and then we have, so that's the championship game. That's over at the Hobbs Field. That's the nicer field, and the Hobbs Field will play on Saturday, just for 1 game, at 9 a.m. as Post-22 faces off against Azteca Red. at 9 a.m. on Saturday over at the Hobbs Field. So a little bit of an early game. It looks like we got the teams coming out. I know this angle is tough, and again, I apologize for the camera view. This box, not great, but we're managing here. So getting warmed up. I think we're just getting set here almost quickly. I'll keep that camera on. We're not really in a, I mean, we're still in a lightning delay, but I thought I would come on here, share some words until we get back in action. I know it's been a little bit boring. Let's see maybe if the scoreboard is working. And it looks like it is not. So unfortunately, I will still try to do that. So I'll give you the score here right now. We were going into the top of the third inning. The Hardhats were up 4-0. And they've had a big game so far. Guys like Aiden Roberts. And it was really funny because the first 2 hits of the game that the Hardhats got were from Aiden Roberts and Lawrence Kiefer. They got a single on them, but they were both reached on errors. So they didn't really earn them, but there's been 5 errors by Victus today. So their defense, only through 2 innings played, have 5 errors. And then Wyatt Reeder, he's 2 for 2 today, has an RBI single and a double with a stolen base. Cam McLeod 0 for 2. We have James Morgan 0 for 1. Carter Johnson got that single as well. And then we also saw Blaine Hunt get the RBI single as well. So that's some of the games happening. I was talking to the guy up here in the announcer's booth. He said that there has been games before that have gone and played at like.
The lightning is slowly moving out the area. Nuch tournament teams, go ahead and get on the field, start to warm up.
Here we go.
We'll start playing at 6:20. U game scheduled for 5:30. We'll start at 6:15.
So great news. The Lightning.
Hour 15. Finish the batter. Once again, 5:30 games. We'll start at 6:15. We're going to play for an hour 15 minutes. Finish the batter. Thank you.
So it looks like this game is going to get back up and going at 6:20 as he just cleared the lightning delay. As they were just announcing some of the games that are happening at 5:15, 6:15, whatever the times were. And announcing that they were just going to cut them short. So Ryan Eggenbauer, they're going to keep him in, and that's got to be a little bit tough coming as well. You know, you're in that moment for the longest time. You don't really, it's not the best option to go out there on the grass when it's raining and lightning. So I saw him using the bands there in the dugout, just getting that throwing arm all loosened up. And some of these guys, I saw Reeder doing some stretches. I saw a few other guys. Other guys are just walking around, going to the bathroom, walking around here, around the stadium. So just trying to get their legs all loose here after, I mean, that was about 30, 45 minute break here. So teams are getting some stretches here after that long break. So 4-0, we go into the top of the third, and the clouds are still a little bit gloomy, a little dark, but they're starting to kind of fade away a little bit as we can see that clear skies right out in front of us there on the camera. Hopefully those will come our way here very, very soon. And again, obviously that game at 7 against Parker Lightning probably will happen at 7. But unless this game goes by super duper fast, we could possibly see that. So it also shows here 2025 Pueblo Azteca baseball schedule, as they are also coming to the Post-22 Firecracker Tournament July 2nd through 6th. That's going to be fun, as we get to see a lot of those guys come here and we go there. And it just turns out that Pueblo just went to Burke Bennett, Texas. They came back on the 8th, and now Burke Bennett just came up here. So that's kind of what we're doing. So we are obviously a little bit. A little jump scare there. Don't want to frighten you, great viewers. So there we go, back to the camera. But then get 3 days off, and then they head right to Omaha, Nebraska for a tournament. they're June 18th through the 22nd, I believe. I'm going to double check on that. June 18th through the 22nd, yes, in Omaha. They're going to come back, they're going to have a few days off, and then they go right back into action on that Thursday, June 26th. Doubleheader against Yankton, Friday, June 27th. Doubleheader against Brookings, and Saturday, June 28th, doubleheader against Watertown. So they have quite the road ahead of them. And then as soon as you know it, start of July, the Firecracker. Those are the last home games of the year. Well, last home game will be July 8th with that rescheduling against Sturgis. And then they're off July 11th through 15th, so they go for a tournament up in the Twin Cities for the Gopher Classic. And then Thursday, July 17th and 18th, double headers against Sioux Falls. And then July 23rd, 24th is the Sub-State Regions. And July 29th through August 1st for the State A tournament held in Watertown, South Dakota. So Hardhats trying to add for another state championship this series, but the goal here in this is going back-to-back here in the Nuch tournament. As both teams, again, we get that call on the warm-up. So Victus is going to be the first team up to bat, and it's going to be number 61, Tristan Mullis, and he hit a double. So they've had a few guys hit doubles, and Ryan Negebauer, who threw for 2 strikeouts so far in the game, and he's also walked 1 batter for 2 innings played. So we'll see how well the Hardhats with a 4-0 lead, if they can continue that with that long lightning delay. Hopefully shouldn't be too big of a worry. They get set, and if you're not too busy, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup final game between the Oilers and the Panthers just started about a few minutes ago, so head over there and check that out. Florida, I mean, this is back-to-back years, Edmonton and Florida in that Stanley Cup final. And Florida could potentially go back-to-back. So we'll go look here through the MLB scores just to kill some more time that we got here. Let's look at the MLB. Currently, Tigers continue with their great record of 4-0 over the Baltimore Orioles. That one is going into the 7th inning. Yankees-Royals currently tied 0-0 in the bottom of the 2nd, as well as the Cardinals-Brewers and Cubs-Pirates. As White Sox and Astros, that game's just about to get started. We had a lot of games happening as well. 3 final scores. Colorado Rockies have an 8-7 win over the San Francisco Giants to get their 13th win of the year. So big news there for all Rockies fans, and not great news for Minnesota Twins fans. Rangers completely run them over 16-3, and the New York Mets defeat the Washington Nationals at a score of 3-4. So not a lot of games happening here on this Thursday. A lot of teams get the day for travel and off days. And then tomorrow, Red Sox, Yankees, Pirates, Cubs, Blue Jays, Phillies, Marlins, Nationals, Angels, Orioles, Reds, Tigers, Rays, Mets, Rockies, Braves, White Sox, Rangers, Athletics, Royals, Twins, Astros, Cardinals, Brewers, Padres, Diamondbacks, Guardians, Mariners, and Giants, Dodgers. So that's quite a bit right there. And so all the 22 Hardhats players are out of the dugout, as obviously most of them are going to hit the field here as they hit field. Closer and closer back here from the lightning delay. We can cruise along here in doubleheaders today and doubleheaders tomorrow. So we'll see if they have managed to stay warm during the break. Declan Mickley here on the starting mound. Just looking down the middle. I know some of those pitchers before the game, they play a game with the ball. They try to get the ball as close as they can. They do it from the outfield to home plate. They do it from, I believe, home plate to the outfield. Just a quick little fun game that they like to play. So looks like some Hardhats players, just most of the pitching staff here, Frederickson, Negebauer, Moreno, Sales, and Mickley all just testing out there on the mound as Frederickson testing out what he's throwing. He could possibly be the starter in Game 2 of the doubleheader tonight. He's most definitely going to get some playing time. And Jim Moreno looking to pick off where he left off last year with the all-tournament team. And again, I apologize for the very choppy video. We'll hopefully get some better feed here soon. Yeah, so the Hardhats, they just finished off a lot of home games, and they had that 2-week break from Rep City area schools graduation and a long break off, and then they come back into some games. So it looks like
Working Sports Complex and Pueblo extend a special thank you to the Tony and Nuch family, and to all of our players, coaches, staff, sponsors, fans, and supporters for making this event such a joy and a success year after year. We're now in our 45th year of the Tony and Nuch Memorial Baseball Tournament. We thank everyone who's been a part of that over these 45 years, all who are here now, making this a very special weekend event. Thank you so much.
So manager Kelvin Torvey just
ready to begin the third inning.
Speaking here with the umpires. We're just moments away.
In the hole number 27, Declan Boy left.
The wind is also picked up here at the ballpark. So hopefully that doesn't play a huge factor for the remainder of this game after a long lightning delay. So coaches here for the Hardhats on this trip, and manager Kelvin Torvey, coach Nick Kindred, and coach Nick Ewing. So those are the three coaches. As Ewing, I'm not sure, I wasn't on the road trip here when they went to Cheyenne, so I wasn't sure if he was there, but first road trip with them. Again, Hardhats players all piled up on the left side and in front of their dugout. I think you're just waiting the call here from the blue. A lot of them kind of coming from out of the bullpen as well. So it looks like ready to go. Just getting a new arm. Elder must have been catching. Alright, we're ready to go. So the Hardhats break it down, and we're ready to go here to start the top of the third inning here in Game 1 of the doubleheader here in the Nuch tournament. And it looks like we will have a new pitcher on the mound in Skylar Montgomery for the Hardhats. After Ryan Negebauer gets a long break there, they want a new warm arm. We look at Montgomery's stats this season.
Now pitching for post 22, number 15, Skylar Montgomery.
He has 18.2 innings pitched.
Negebauer went 2 for
3 wins, 0 losses, 13 strikeouts, 14 walks. He's a 1.125 ERA and a 1.179 WHIP. So that's what pitcher right-hander Skylar Montgomery says as he heads here to the top of the third. 2 strikeouts from Negebauer.
Negebauer threw 46 pitches in those 2 innings. Yielded 3 hits, no runs, no earned runs.
So like every new pitcher, they go up here to the mound, and we are ready to go. And those ugly clouds are just setting off. So Elder will get his final talk here with Montgomery on the mound after those 2 were in the bullpen, warming up with each other. So we get set. 4-0 still to score in favor of the Hardhats. And after the long rain delay, we are back. So Skyler Montgomery with his first pitch here to Tristan Mullis.
Now batting number 61, the shortstop, Tristan Mullis.
And he had a double his first time up. So Montgomery in the first pitch, and we're back right down the middle for a strike. So the count will go 0-1. Montgomery also does have a fast pitch. He gets the ball right back and pitches it fast. That one goes right near the knees of Mullis. As he kind of went straight-legged back, making sure he didn't want to get hit there. So for the first ball, with a 1-1 count, Montgomery gets set. With his next pitch, this one trails a little outside. And that bottom corner as well for ball 2. 2-1 count we go. Mullis again steps back in the box. Montgomery, the righty, pitches. Swan popped up high. And this one out of play on that left field side. As Hunt and Roberts were both trying to get chased to see if they could get under that one. As they couldn't. So following the foul ball, we go to a 2-2 count. Montgomery on the mound. Gets set, lifts the leg, pitch comes, gets a swing. This one into right field. Johnson doesn't have to move very far. He makes the catch for the first out here in the top of the third. With a fly out right to right fielder, Carter Johnson. So this will pull up Carter Lowry, the left fielder. He struck out his first time up.
Now batting the left fielder number 1, Carter Lowry. 1 down.
And that gave Megabauer his first strikeout. So 1 away with the fly out to right field. Montgomery here with the next one. First one just goes a little outside. That will go for ball 1. Lowry gets set, gets the feet right. 1-0 pitch count. This one again a little in tight near the hips. As that will go for ball 2. 2-0 count. 4 hits for the Hardhats, 3 for Victus, and 5 errors for Victus Recruit 16. As Lowry just gets a piece of this one and fouls off here to the left side, gets a piece of the fence. It goes back out there to the field of play as looks like Skyler Montgomery wants to trade out the balls. So 2 balls, 1 strike following that foul ball that hit on the left side fence here. Montgomery gets set. For Lowry, 2-1 pitch comes with 1 away. Get this one swung on. This one's going to stay fair. That one just rides the line on that third base line. Roberts couldn't get there in time as McLeod will throw to second. Reader, and he's going to get a double. So Carter Lowry
down the left field line.
Gets the 4th hit of the game for Victus.
With the runner on second, 1 out. Brings to bat the designated hitter, number 27, Declan Willett.
So that one just on that third base line. And Roberts, that one had some pepper jelly on it as well. Roberts tried to get there as fast as he could, and that one was just beat too much. So this will be now with a 1 away still, runner on second. Moylet, as he comes up, the DH who grounded to Reader on second. And Montgomery's first one just a little outside, ball 1. 1-0 away, and Blaine Hunt, the shortstop, on patrol duty on second base as he lines up right behind the runner, then takes the back off. As he mirrors him there on second. Takes the back off. Montgomery's next pitch, this one a little high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And Montgomery rubbing out his right arm there, trying to relax a little bit here. Gets the call from his catcher, Elder. Takes a peek on second. Hunt's going to go back to the bag, so Montgomery will take a step off. And no pitch or no pickoff throw there from Montgomery. As he was just seeing right there. So here comes the next pitch. Swings and misses for strike one. And the runner there on second got a good lead off. He was thinking about taking off to go to third. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Following the swing and miss from Moylet. Montgomery again looks back on second, humpbacks off. This one right down the middle for strike 2. So started with a 2-0 count, and now it goes 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 away. At the top of the third, Hardhats still have a hold of that 4-0 lead. And Montgomery dangles a right arm with the ball in the right fingertips. 2-2 count. Pitch comes. This one a little inside. Ball 3, we go full count. As Moylet again, we've seen a lot of them go straight-legged to prevent from being hit down when he just kind of maybe thought about taking it. He scooted back just a tiny bit. So 3-2 count. 1 out with a runner on second. Montgomery peeks back. Here comes his pitch. Down the middle, popped up, high sky. And this one is coming back towards us for a foul ball. So remain at full count. So Elder who gets set behind home plate. Full count following the foul ball. 1 hand on the bat there from Moylet. Montgomery gets the call he wants. Here comes the righty's pitch. Swung on. This one is going to center field. Caught by Kiefer. And that is the second out here in the top of the third. So they keep the runner there on second. And brings up the third baseman, Richard Quitzfodder.
Now with 2 down, runner on second, brings up the third baseman, number 28. Richard Quitzfodder.
As he flew up to Johnson in right field his first time up. So still the runner there on second. 2 away. And now with a right-handed batter after seeing a few lefties. This one comes a little inside near the elbow. And for ball 1. So the righty there, a little bit of that gap showing between Hunt and Roberts on the left side, with McLeod in the back support. 1-0 count. Montgomery's right-handed pitch comes, takes a off the dirt. Reeder is there, handles the throw, and not in time, gets behind Steen. A runner comes in from third to score. So Victus, they get on the board. And that's going to be a double for Quitzfodder. And now the 4-run lead is cut down to 3, with Lowry coming in with the run.
Quitzfodder gets an infield hit, advances second in the air, the run scores in the air, brings him back to right fielder number 24, Brendan Ray.
So the first error here of the game and of the tournament for the Hardhats. So they still have a runner on second. As Brendan Ray, the right fielder, was walked his first time up, takes the first pitch, swings and misses for strike 1. 0-1 count. Another right-handed batter here with a right-handed pitcher. And that last hit just took a good hit there off the mound, and it plummeted up. Reeder, who made the catch, I think he got the hand in the glove to throw it. He must have not liked where his hand was placed, so he kind of repositioned, threw it over, and Steen kind of bobbled it on first. So with an 0-1 pitch, this one directly to Reeder on second. The easy scoop, the throw to first in time for the third out, puts away here for the top of the third inning. So them scoring off the error
In the third for Victus. Show a run, 2 hits, an error, 1 left on.
And we look to have a new pitcher here on the mound for Victus, number 5, Brady Bullet. So that's who is going to be coming in after Carson Medina
Now pitching for Victus recruits, number 5, Brady Ulick.
So still a right-handed pitcher, and the leadoff man is going to be Jace Morgan, the designated hitter, as he grounded into second for an out and brought in a run. So he does have an RBI today. And for Morgan, who's been catching heat recently on his bat, as with that RBI today, puts him 23rd on the team. And Wyatt Reeder, who leads the team now with 37 RBIs and 46 hits. So Reeder continues to stay hot on the bat, as the next closest in hits is Ian Roberts at 30. And Roberts also added for an RBI today. Surprisingly, we haven't seen him taken off.
He threw 41 pitches in 2 innings, gave up 4 runs and 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts.
So final warm-up throws here for the new pitcher for Victus. For the recruits, they have 2 teams here, the 16s and 17s. They're also based out of Colorado. So the final
moving to the bottom of the second, the batter of the DH, number 22, Jace Morgan.
So Jace Morgan, the DH, he comes in now on the bottom of the third. So the first pitch here from Ouellette. Morgan takes a swinging line drive right to first and touches the bag just in case.
Number 1.
So first pitch already down. Directly to the glove of first baseman, and
brings to bat number 25, Dexter Steen.
So Steen comes in, takes the first pitch as well. This one, the ground play over the third baseman's glove. Shortstop is there. The throw to first. Never touched the bag, but he got him with the glove and the tag on the shoulder. And Steen and Coach Ealing also talking this one out. So both umpires are going to have a quick chat about this one, as they did say he was out on the tag. Her first base on this one, checks the swing, he went. On this one, checks the swing, he went. So strike 2. So Johnson faces no balls, 2 strikes, with a runner on first and 1 out. Righty on the mound delivers. Johnson watches that one all the way through, as that one came a little down low, goes into the dirt for ball 1. So the first.
We've completed 3 innings. Our score, Victus 1, Post 22, 4.
So 4-1 now,
Thanks,
entering the 4th inning, after Victus got their first one in the top of the 3rd. And the Hardhats just come down a little bit. So Steen with the stolen base, as he earns for his 9th of the year. And the first one up for Victus is going to be, I believe, right fielder Brendan Ray. So as the infield just gets a little warmed up here, Montgomery returns out of the bullpen, and it looks like we have a new catcher, Brody Thompson. So Elder, who comes out, Thompson will come in now to be the catcher.
He's just
Warming up. Whoops, warming up. I forgot, Elder just hit. So he's just strapping on the pads. I apologize. And Eller was last man up as he just flew out into left field. So there he is. Eller comes back on after Thompson came in just to get some warm-up pitches while Elder was strapping on the pads. So one warm-up pitch to Elder is all it takes.
We move to the 4th inning. The batter, the first baseman, number 7, Kevin Fortuné.
So now it's going to be number 7, Talon Borcherding, the first baseman. He struck out his first time up. I thought it was Brandon Ray, but he grounded out to Reeder on second to put it away. So here we go, ready for the 4th inning. First pitch for Montgomery, down the middle with a swing and a miss for strike 1. So Victus, who has 5 hits, to the Hardhats 4. Next pitch from Montgomery just goes right out there to the right cleat. Elder makes the catch, but ball 1. 1-1, Montgomery gets the call again. Here comes the pitch from the righty. This one right down the middle again. Swings and misses for strike 2. So 2 swings and misses on this at-bat with 1 ball. So Montgomery gets the call. Pitch comes. This one again, turning that wrist upside down is Elder and makes the catch. So that goes in for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Montgomery off the mound. This one again inside. All 3, so full count. Where it was 1-2. So Elder tosses the ball right back onto the mound. Montgomery trying to find some extra grip here. Licks the fingers. Full count pitch comes. This one up high for ball 4, and that will be a walk for Borcherding.
No walks. Puts the runner at first with no outs.
This
brings to bat the catcher, number 4, Ian Cooley.
So the catcher and Cooley, as he comes in again, no outs here. After the leadoff hitter, it's walked, the first one allowed on the day for Montgomery, and his 15th allowed on the year. So first pitch on his next batter, right down the middle for no swing, but in for the strike. So 0-1 count. We could see potential double play here too. A right-hander. Roberts playing a little bit close to that grass with Hunt backed up a little bit. We've seen Reeder pretty often today in those ground outs. So Montgomery, the pickoff attempt, throw to first. And a tag from Steen just not in time. So 0-1 count, runner on first, stutter steps. And Montgomery's pitch down the middle, swings and misses for strike 2. So with an 0-2 count here for Cooley, who singled his first time up. Montgomery again, who gets set. Steen in the right position, that's where they're going to go. And the throw over to first slides again in time. That bat, see the runner on first, he's going to stay put. Montgomery, the pitch here to Cooley, gets a piece of it, fouls on the right side. So 0-2 count remains. And don't forget game 2 of the doubleheader against the Parker Lightning will happen after this game. We don't know what time that game will start. Depends on what time this game will get over. 0-2 pitch comes here from Montgomery. Down the middle. Swings and misses for strike 3 in the first out. And that is the 14th strikeout of the year for Skyler Montgomery. And the Hardhats
brings back the second baseman, number 2, Nuch Walker.
So, Walker, the second baseman, who also hit a single his first time up. First pitch to him, goes in for a strike. And that runner on first, debating if he wants to take off to go to second or not. Double play still in effect here. Montgomery's next pitch, 0-1 count, following Borcherding, who was tagged out from first. So we're back to the top of the order. We'll get this camera fixed up as soon as we can. First pitch goes, there we go, camera back on. Goes, there we go, camera back on. And just gets a piece of it, fouls off to the left side. So 0-1 count for Nate Sluky. 0 for 2 today, a fly out and a ground out. A little bit of a smaller hitter in the left-handed batter's box. And Montgomery with the next pitch on a bunt hits the fence and just fouls off with an 0-2 count. As they quickly go to move that foul ball away so we can resume play. 0-2 count with 2 outs. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Montgomery a little slow turn to look on first. Montgomery's pitch comes outside, ball 1 with an 0-2 count that was there. Maybe trying to see if Sluky was going to chase. 1-2 count now. Montgomery gets set. Lifts the left leg. Pitch comes high outside corner, ball 2. So the 2-2 count following 2 straight balls from Montgomery. Still with Van Walker, the runner on first, following his hit by pitch. So with a 2-2 count, runner takes off the second, this one near the shins, and he will take off the second. So a stolen base for Van Walker, and that puts a runner on second with full count. So the umpire will show the count to pitcher Montgomery. 3-2 and 2 outs. Runner on second after taking the steal. Here comes a pitch swung on, fouls off out of play. So the count started at 0-2, and then it went 3 straight balls, and then right there, fouls off. Keeps the count here at full. Next pitch from Montgomery, outside, ball 4. And that will walk Sluky. So runners on first and second. And this pulls up Tristan Mullis, 1 for 2 today. And we have a
puts runners on first and second
visit
with 2 outs.
with Coach Kindred and Montgomery. After hitting a player and hit by pitch as he's on second. And then just following that walk there with the runner on first. So they just discuss some things back there on the mound. So it looks like Montgomery will stay in the game, following the mound visit, but still 2 outs.
Brings the bat to shortstop, number 61, Tristan Mullis.
So Mullis doubled his first time around, and then he flew out on his last one. So runners on first and second. Montgomery following the mound visit, the first one on the day for the Hardhats. First pitch comes, gets a swing. That one just out of the reach of Hunt. This one into left field. Runner rounding the third base. He comes in to score, and what was a 4-0 run lead by the Hardhats is cut by 2. It's now 4-2. So with an RBI single for Mullis,
Singles.
brings in
Left field.
Van
Brings in a
Walker.
run. With runners on first and second, brings up the left fielder, number 1, Carter Lowry.
So Lowry, the outfielder, as well, 1 for 2 today. A strikeout and a double. And Montgomery, his first pitch swings and misses for strike 1. And the first pitch following the mound visit just goes right past the glove of Hunt and drops it to left field for that RBI single to cut the lead to just 2. Montgomery looks back on second, double takes, Hunt backs off, pitch comes, this one down the middle for strike 2. 0-2 count as he caught Lowry there looking, staring off into space on that one. So he plays high up here in the box now. He's going to play really close to the plate as well. With an 0-2 count, runners on first and second for Victus. Pitch comes, this one just a little outside for the first ball. Elder 2 trying to do his best job framing there to see if the umpire would call that one for a strike. So the 1-2 count. Montgomery looks back on second. Pitch comes down the middle, gets a piece of it, fouls off to the left side. So Lowry, the left fielder for Victus, holding off on a 1-2 count for a while here. The runners for Victus recruits on first and second. Montgomery stares on second. He's going to take a step here off the mound. As Hunt, who was backing off, the runner was creeping in on third. You don't want to take any chance. So they get set here for the next one. 1-2 pitch comes from Montgomery. This one again outside, ball 2. So 2 is all across the board there on the scoreboard on the left field here. The Tony Andanuccio Field in Pueblo, Colorado. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Pitch comes. This one again fights off the foul ball. Out of play. As they have to throw Montgomery here a new ball. So 2-2 fighting off that foul ball. Lowry checks right back in the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Montgomery, the right-handed pitcher. Hunt backs off the runner. Here comes down the middle. Swings and misses for strike 3. And the second strikeout of the day for Montgomery in that inning. After the last 2 innings, Victus gets 1 run each, and they cut that 4-0 lead just to 2.
In the 4th for
Victus to
Victus.
score now.
A show a run. A hit. No errors, 2 left on.
So they're slugging a roll here with Uliv, the pitcher, who came in last inning into the 3rd. So he comes in the 4th, and the leadoff man will be Blaine Hunt after his first time up getting an RBI single. And then the man on deck will be Ian Roberts. So Hunt gets the bat. He checks there on the green circle on the on-deck marker. And the sun's starting to shine here a little more following that lightning delay. And it's here the weather in Pueblo over the weekend is supposed to be looking pretty nice. In the 90s for most of the time. Hopefully it can stay that way. With no rain, nothing affecting here the game. So ready to go. Bottom of the 4th inning.
Moving to the bottom of the 4th.
Hardhats with a
Leading
4-2
off the
lead.
shortstop, number 11, Blaine Hunt.
And it's the Hardhats shortstop and Blaine Hunt who's going to be the leadoff man. So first pitch comes onto Hunt. He'll take a bunt. This one is just going to go foul. Hits the other's batter's box. As that will go for strike. So 0-1 Hunt picks up his bat following the bunt. Steps in the right-handed batter's box. 0-1 count. Pitch comes off the right hand. This one inside. And again, kind of turning to see maybe if you want to get hit, just bracing for impact. He never got touched, so with a 1-1 count. Next pitch comes off to Hunt, takes a swing. Ground play here to shortstop. The scoop is there. The throw is in time for the first out as Hunt just grounds to shortstop. 1 away in the bottom of the 4th inning. So pulls Roberts
With 1 down.
back to the top of the lineup.
order. The 3rd baseman, number 10, Aiden Roberts.
Roberts 1 for 2 today. It's a single and a ground up, also having an RBI and a run. So first pitch he will take. Thought about it, but just drops just in time for a strike. So count will go 0-1. Newlib, pitcher, gets the call from Cooley, the catcher. Next pitch comes. Roberts takes a good hit on this one to left field, and that is caught. So 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. Just on a rope there to left field. And this will pull Lars Kiefer up, who is 2 for 2 with 2 singles on the day.
With 2 down, brings to bat, number 19, Lars Kiefer.
So following the ground out and the line out there on the left field, this pulls Kiefer up. First pitch, this one takes a bounce off the dirt and into the catcher's chest pad for ball 1. Victus still having 6 hits, the Hardhats 4. Next pitch checks on it. Umpire says Kiefer went, so first strike of the count, 1-1 count, 2 away. 4-2 still the score. Next pitch comes, Kiefer gets a swing. This one's going to drop into shallow left or center field, and he's going to add for his third single of the game for Lars Kiefer, and that gets a runner on first and pulls Reeder up to the plate.
Kiefer singles, puts runner on first with 2 outs for number 18, Wyatt Reeder.
And Reeder, 2 for 2 today. A single, a double, he has an RBI and a stolen base as well. So Kiefer, he takes off to go to second. Reeder stays in tight, and Kiefer with no contested throw from the catcher, as he will add for a stolen base, so he takes off to second. As that is the 12th stolen base for Kiefer. As that was inside for a ball on Reeder, and Kiefer takes off to third. This one again inside, and Kiefer gets another one. Steals second and third, gets number 13. So with a runner in scoring position on third with a 2-0 count for Reeder. Ulib. Next pitch comes, high and outside, ball 3. So 3-0 count. This could potentially put runners on the corners, or if Reeder could get a good pitch here and take a swing on it and drive one more in. Next pitch comes, this one outside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk puts runners on the corners and pulls up Kane McLeod, the left fielder. Maybe see if Reeder takes off to steal here.
2 outs for number 27, Kane McLeod.
So the catcher Cooley signals a sign for all of his infielders. McLeod today 0 for 2. A pop-up and a ground out. And I will leave the first pitch to McLeod. This one downstairs for ball 1. So the last 5 pitches, 5 straight balls. As Reeder was very patient, and balls 2 that Kiefer were going, obviously you don't want to swing on those so you can get the stolen base. So McLeod gets a good one on this one. This one going back to the left field. This one is out of here. It's a home run. Kane McLeod gets his second home run of the year. And that's a 3-run homer. And the Hardhats have a 7-2 lead. And he will touch the home plate, and the boys with the reaction. Kane McLeod, who got the first home run of the year, and he puts one over the left field wall here. Gets his first hit of the game, and the Hardhats. We're up 4-0 and now with a 7-2 lead. McLeod strikes gold.
Number 22, Chase Morgan.
So now the DH and Morgan comes up, in for a strike. Morgan having an RBI today. He has a ground out, and then that last time up had that line drive, ran her up to first baseman. Next pitch just on that high outside corner for ball 1. 1-1 count. Pitch comes to Morgan, takes a swing. This one high into right field. Right fielder doesn't have to move very far, makes the catch. But the story, the 3-run home run from Kane McLeod, which brought in Kiefer, Reeder, and himself to make the Hardhats lead noticeable, as they have a 7-2 lead now.
Hit in the 4th for post 22. Scored 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, no one left on. We've completed 4 innings. Our score: post 22, 7. Victus recruits 2.
So Montgomery will stay on the mound here for the Hardhats. After Negebauer just, as he pitched at the start of this game, he was pulled out in the 2nd inning. He'll get his warm-up throws in with Elder. And That's the final one. So the leadoff man is going to be the DH Declan Moylet. Moylet 0 for 2 today, a ground out and fly out.
Moving to the 5th inning. Coming to bat, the designated hitter number 27, Declan Moylet.
So Montgomery rubbing out his throwing arm. Maybe getting a little bit tight there as we head into the 5th inning, a 7-2 lead. First pitch, Montgomery, this one is swung. This one just over the head of third baseman Roberts and into left field. So first pitch, first swing for Moylet, gets his first hit of the game in a single.
Moylet singles, puts a runner on first with no outs for the third baseman number 28, Richard Kinesfatter.
So Richard Kinesfatter comes in. 1 for 2 today, a fly out and an RBI double. First pitch, a little inside, ball 1. A runner on first. Big question is who will start in game 2 of the doubleheader. Will it be Rowan Frederickson? Will it be Jimmy Moreno? We will see. Next pitch just goes on the outside bottom corner, ball 2. So 2-0 count here for the third baseman for the Victus recruits. And a runner still on first after popping that one over the third baseman's head. This one right straight towards the Hardhats dugout. Hits the fence in front of him for a foul ball. So the count will go 2-1. So looking over there is Kinesfatter on the third baseline to see what the coach will call. 2-1 pitch comes. This one inside gets a swing. Hunt is in there. Can't make the field or play cleanly. So that will put a runner there on first. As Hunt bobbles it right there for the second error of the game here for the
Now runners on
Hardhats.
first and second for number 24, Brendan Ray.
So Elder gave a quick call to all of his infielders as well. And Ray, the right fielder, has a walk and a ground out today. So runners on first and second with no out. Steen playing in front of the runner on first. Montgomery's pitch outside, ball 1. Let's see, we'll receive that one right back. And look right down the middle. 1-0, Hunt backs off. Reader patrols second. This one swung, hits the fence. Foul ball. Count will go to 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. With no outs and a 7-2 lead thanks to the 3-run home run from Kane McLeod. And Reader backs off second. Montgomery's pitch comes in, swings and misses for strike 2. So 1-2 count with no outs following the 2 strikes. The 1 foul ball and the swing and the miss there. And we'll see what Montgomery offers here to the plate. Pitch comes inside as he stepped a little bit backwards to avoid that pitch coming in tight. So for ball 2, 2-2 count. Still no outs. Runners on first and second in the top of the 5th inning. In game 1 of the doubleheader today. Montgomery's next pitch inside gets a swing and hits their own coach on the third base line right in the back. And he is hunched over. And it looks like he is okay, which is good to see. Just got him right on that back of the shoulder blade. So the foul ball still will be a 2-2 count as he gives the thumbs up here to the umpire. So Elder puts the mask right back on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, still no outs. Montgomery dangles the ball there in his right arm, right hand. Next pitch comes, swung. This one to play right to Reader. The scoop. Underhand throws to Hunt on second. The throw in the dirt. Steen can't handle it cleanly. So fielder's choice. Runner out on second. As Ray beats out the throw on first. As that was Kinesfatter who was out. So runners on the corners. Now with 1 away, this pulls up First baseman Talon Borstein.
Now batting for Victus, number 44, William Garrett.
We have a new guy, number 44, William Garrett. So he comes in to hit, and he's trying to pick off on first. He comes in to play a third. So still waiting here for the first pitch. Runners on the corners with one out. And this one clips him on the inside leg, throws the bat in frustration into his own dugout. So that puts the bases loaded. And that's the second hit by pitch for Montgomery here. We won't see the Hardhats coach come out of the bullpen or dugout to have a quick chat. And actually, I take that back. Right as I say that, manager Kelvin Torvey will come out and have a quick chat. The second here of the game, so
Garrett
bases
gets hit by a
loaded.
pitch to load the bases.
Puts only one out here in the top of the fifth. And Garrett, that one clocked him right on the inside of the leg. So new pitcher comes in, number 16, Luke Hanslick. Hanslick, we look at his numbers on the year. 12.1 innings pitched, 2-0 record, 10 strikeouts, 5 batters walked with a 1.135 ERA and a 9.73 WHIP. So that's what it looks on the year for pitching
Now
wise.
pitching for post
Hanslick.
22, number 16, Luke Hanslick.
7 hits for Victus, 5 for the Hardhats, compared to Victus's 6 errors and the Hardhats 2. And the 7-2 lead for post 22. First game here of the Nuch Memorial Baseball Tournament. And don't forget, right after this game, the Hardhats will face off against the Parker Lightning. So we'll see how that game will end up. Hanslick, we saw him pitch in the Veterans Classic.
I don't know. I haven't watched the
How you
game.
doing? You want to sit down?
It's set.
No, I got friends here right now.
You got what?
I got other people.
Friends
down.
here? Well, thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
Final warm-up throw, Elder returns back to the pitcher's mound. This one's all around there for pitcher Hanslick. Torvey gives him a little bit of a message here. Bases loaded with only one down at the top of the fifth. So Garrett will return on first base after taking that one off the leg. I wasn't sure if he was going to come back to see maybe if that one stung him a little bit. Set here, and the screen scrolls up again. First pitch comes down the middle for a strike, and there goes the camera. I know it's very glitchy today. So 0-1 count, as there's no internet coming here in this box. I've tried the hotspot. We'll see about game 2 tonight, but we'll see about the doubleheader tomorrow as well. So 0-1 pitch comes, Hanslick again. This one swung, hooks right on that first base line to go foul. As this is Ian Cooley, the catcher, 1 for 2 today. As he's brought up with the bases loaded, 1 away. 0-2 count. Hanslick likes the call Elder gave. Righty pitch comes, ducks out of the way for the first ball. That one right into the batter's box where Cooley is hitting. So 1-2 now. Hanslick in the lunge. Ready for the pitch. Righty delivers down the middle, right back to him. Never made the catch. So that's going to be 1 run scored. Run around in third. Keeper the throw home. And Eller take it off there. So that's going to bring 2 runs in and makes this game 4-7 now. Following the 2 RBI single for Ian Cooley.
Cooley singles in 2 runs. Courtesy runner for the catcher.
So they'll put a new runner here on first. As So this is number 20, Gavin Lemons.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Max Vanderwalker.
So Vanderwalker comes up now. First pitch just a little high of the offering. So runners on first and second with 1 out in the top of the second. They just got 2 runs come in off the single from catcher Cooley. And Vanderwalker, a single and a hit by pitch. And he takes a swing on this one, hooks right for a foul ball. So count 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. Hanslick gets set back on the mound with the lunge. Waits the call here from Elder. He gives him the nod. Lifts the leg, pitch comes again inside, ball 2. So Hanslick, who came in the pitch after Montgomery, who threw the out. And now Hanslick, who comes in, 2-1. Pitch comes, this one in for a strike. He's allowed 2 runs and 1 hit since pitching, so following that 2-2 count, returns on that hill. Quickly gets the call from Elder. 2-2 pitch count comes, down the middle, catches him looking, and the first strikeout for Luke Hanslick. Catches him looking, and that puts it away for the second out. Back to the top of the order for Nate Sluky.
They're now 2 down, 2 on. For the leadoff batter, number 11, Nate Sluky.
Sluky, a fly out, a ground out, and a walk. First pitch down the middle for a strike. And the runners still remain on first and second for Victus. Another stare down, another big nod from Hanslick. Hunt takes the back off second. Hanslick looks to second. Here comes the next one. Off the fence, hits the top of it, and ricochets right back down. So with an 0-2 count, with 2 away, Sluky, the center fielder, Hanslick, the death stare, looks right down at him. Here comes the pitch. High and outside, ball 1. At a 0-2 count. Looking to put away there. So he gets the call here for the next one from Elder. Looks back on second. Hobbles away. Pitch comes down the middle. Swings and misses, but it's dropped. And maybe got a foul tip, and it looks like that's what it'll be. So 1-2 count, currently 7:08, and his game 2 of the doubleheader was supposed to start at 7, but following the lightning delay, it's pushed this game a little bit back. So 1-2 following the foul tip by Sluky. Hanslick, pitch comes, this one up high at the offering table, and for ball 2 with a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Top of the 5th, and a 7-4 lead for the Hardhats. Hanslick again, looking straight down the middle. Waits for the call as he'll take a step here off the mound. Collects his thoughts. Not a bad idea. 2-2 now. Following that brief break. Hanslick, the pitch comes, swings, fouls off the fence again. So Sluky stays with the 2-2 count. And Ryan Negebauer came out to fetch that foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hanslick. And a long at bat here, fighting off foul balls. This pitch inside, ball 3, so full count. Runner still on first and second here for Victus. We'll see if they'll let them all run. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Hanslick on the mound. Lifts the leg. Runners will go. Swings, fouls. Off and into the fence. So Negebauer gives the ump that ball he fetched early right back, and he hands that one that was just fouled right back to him. So 3-2, Hanslick back to the top of the hill. Looks right down. That straight down the middle. Pitch comes full count outside, ball 4, and that will walk. And that will put bases loaded, so that's back-to-back walks for Nate Sluky. And this is going to pull up the shortstop Tristan Mullis. And he's 2 for 3 today, having a double, single, and fly out.
Sluky walks, brings to bat number 61, Tristan Mullis, 2 outs.
So bases are loaded following the walk. Hanslick first pitch comes down the middle for a strike. And no swing. It looks like Mullis has a quick little chatter with the home plate umpire, maybe discussing the previous call. 0-1. Bases loaded, 2 away in the top of the 5th. 7-4 still to score. Hanslick again. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hanslick has the hand here in front of, or the glove in front of the face. Pivots, pitch comes, swings and misses for strike 2. That was a little bit down low and outside 2 and made the batter chase after. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases are loaded. Last 3 innings, Victus has got their runs on the board. Hanslick, the pitch comes, just gets a piece of it. A little late to the swing, and takes that bounce off of the fence in front of the dugout for the Hardhats. Right back into play. So following the foul ball, 1-2 count. Still 2 away. Bases are loaded. Hanslick for Mullis. Last 2 at-bats have been a lot of those foul ball fight-ups. Next pitch comes, swung. This one into center field. 1 run comes to score in. Run around in third. The throw from center field. Roberts the tag. Gets him! And the Hardhats. 2 runs.
2 run score.
Come in.
Third out trying to reach third.
So they throw out the runner on third. But now this game is back to 1 run lead for the Hardhats. It's 7-6. And that one just right over the head of pitcher Hanslick into center field. Kiefer, who makes the throw to third base. And we will see Lula, the pitcher, come right back out.
In the top of the 5th for Victus. We show 4 runs, 3 hits, an error, 1 left off.
So Victus, in that last inning, the top of the 5th, they put up 4 runs. We get ready here for the bottom of the 5th. And the leadoff hitter, I believe, will be Dexter Steen. So Steen, who comes here out of the dugout with his batting gloves.
For Montgomery, pitched 2 in the 3rd inning, 60 pitches, 5 runs, 4 earned, 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
So Montgomery had a strong start, a little bit of a slow outing as Hanslick, who comes in. So the Hardhats were up at one point this game, 7-2, and now the lead just cut down to ahead of 1 run, 7-6. So the first one here, Steen just goes outside for ball 1. Steen today 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single. Next pitch. That one inside, almost clipped him there on the leg as Montgomery, who threw 2 hit-by-pitches. As he hit 1 off of Van Walker and 1 off of Garrett. And next pitch again outside in the other batter's box for ball 3. 3-0 count. Here for Steen, the pitcher pitches outside, 4 pitch, 4 balls. And a walk for his first walk here of the tournament. Now this pulls. So this pulls up pitching for Victus. The ump back there on the mound as they look at his hands. He takes stuff out of his pockets as he goes. So Steen, who got walked, 4 pitches to start the inning, just the leadoff man, takes the alleyway to first base. So this will pull Carter Johnson up to the plate. And Johnson today, a strikeout and a single. So getting in the final warm-up throws on the mound for Victus. Again, sorry for the cutting in and out. Not great network here. As tomorrow it will most likely be the same. I will try to see about this hotspot if we could get this thing rolling. But then the game on Saturday will be over at the Hops Field, a little bit of the newer field, and that I've heard has some good Wi-Fi, so we will have a clear, good broadcast on Hardhats TV on that one. So Johnson who steps in.
First, no outs, the batter number 23, the right fielder, Carter Johnson.
So Fell Hockey on the mound, another right-handed pitcher for Victus. As Cooley, the catcher, returns behind the mound, or behind the plate. As they check with the ump in the infield, Steen will take his extension off of first. And the first pitch here for Fell Hockey on to Johnson. As right through for a strike. So it starts 0-1 with 1 away. So Steen gets for his second. So Steen gets for his second stolen base. Now a 2-1 count here for Johnson, with Steen now on third. Pitch comes inside near the ankles of Johnson for ball 3. 3-1. Looks over to manager Torvey on third base line to see what the call is. Lifts a leg, pitch comes outside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks for Steen and Johnson. That puts runners on the corners and pulls catcher Elder up.
Johnson walks, we have runners in the corners. For number 21, the catcher, Josh Elder.
Elder, the last game on Tuesday, game 2 of the doubleheader against Wilson, got a strikeout and a hit by pitch as well. And today, a strikeout and a flyout. So runners in the corners. First pitch comes. Elder gets a piece of it on that low pitch. And it fouls hits the fence, so the count will go 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Ball behind the back of pitcher Fell Hockey. Steen on third, Johnson on first. 0-1 pitch goes. Johnson takes off the second. No attempt from the catcher. So Johnson gets his first stolen base here, as that is his 10th of the year. And also adding for his 10th of the year was Steen. So 1-1 count, runners on second and third. Elder taking that last one for a ball as the infielders, Wilson playing in the grass here. As this pitch comes, this one a little high, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. In the bottom of the 5th inning, a 7-6 lead for the Hardhats. So Fell Hockey ready to go. Left-handed hitter catcher Elder swings this one. This one it goes foul as plate umpire calls. Maybe got a piece of Elder on a body part, who knows. So following that foul ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes for Elder. Draws the line on home plate. He gets set and ready. 2-2. Runners on second and third here for the Hardhats. Lifts the leg, pitch comes. This one off the shin pad. This one gets away from the catcher. Steen comes in to score, and the Hardhats have regained the 2-run lead. They make it 8-6 with Steen adding in a run off that wild pitch. So Johnson advances to third. Now full count here for Josh Elder. Still no outs in the bottom of the 5th. Next pitch comes, swings and misses, and strikes Elder out. And that puts it right here for the first out of the inning. The second strikeout of the day for Elder. And the first here for Feldecke. And now this pulls up the number 9 hitter, Blaine Hunt. 1 for 2 today, a single and a ground out.
With
Also having a
third
RBI.
out the batter, number 11, Blaine Hunt.
Johnson still parked on third. Infielders again playing in tight. First pitch here to Hunt. This one way outside. Wild pitch. Johnson again coming in to score. Johnson is in safe. And the Hardhats have a 9-6 lead. 2 wild pitches. Bringing Steen and Johnson in. As they get things rolling, they take this lead right back into the hands. So 3-1 with 1 out. In the bottom of the second, 2 runs come in from Johnson and Steen to make this a 9-6 lead for the Hardhats. Feldecke pitch comes. Hunt high up in the air. This one off to the side as you see some of, well, you can't see, but over here, some of the players in Hanslick ready to get back out there on the field. So Feldecke gets set. Full count now for Hunt. Started 3-0. Now this one ball 4, and he will walk him. So they get a runner right back on base on first. And we go back to the top of the order.
Hunt walks,
And
puts the
realize
runner
that
on first,
three
and one out.
times.
For the leadoff batter,
Irrigate
number
the
10,
doubleheader.
Aiden Roberts.
Only 1 out as well. Roberts 1 for 3 today, a single, ground out, and a line drive to left field. And they try to see if they're going to go to Hunt on first. Reads it like a book and runs right back. So Roberts awaits for his first pitch of the count. Feldecke pitch comes. This one down the middle for a strike. Roberts will take it. 0-1 with 1 out. Hunt takes his lead off the first following his full count walk. 4 balls, 2 strikes. And now the pitch comes. He fakes it, trying to throw back to first. He never gave it off. So 0-1, Roberts steps right back in. Third baseman for the post-22 Hardhats. Hardhats having a 25-2-1 record this year. And Hunt takes off to second. That one in, the throw. Hunt safe and sound on second. He gets a stolen base for him. And there's been a lot of stolen bases going around here on the day for the Hardhats. The first for Hunt. And that gets him for number 20 on the year. Now only 2 players this year on the Hardhats have 20-plus stolen bases. 2 of them are on the field right now in Hunt and Roberts. So 1-1 pitch comes. Roberts swings on it, fouls, and directly into the dugout. It's Kiefer and Reeder and Mickley and Steen all staying right there kind of outside. Almost got a foul ball right to the face. 1-2 count. Looks back to Hunt, the runner on second. Inching closer as their second baseman. Teasing again. Pitch will come. Roberts high, pop-up. Catcher takes the mask off. Pitcher dunks the hat. He backs off. First baseman makes the catch for the second out, and they fake the throw to second to get Hunt back. So a lot of confusion there. One guy thought he would have it. Next guy didn't. So Roberts just pops to first for the second out here in the top of the 5th. And now pulls Lars Kiefer up 3 for 3 on the day. 2 runs,
That's
3
going to
singles,
bat,
and 2
number
stolen
19,
bases.
Lars Kiefer.
Kiefer having a huge start to this tournament. So Hunt still on second. He's going to take off to third. This pitch just goes way outside. And Hunt could have had the red carpet to home. He'll stay on third. So another wild pitch. 1-0 count. Hunt on third. So Kiefer takes some swings here outside of the box. As he comes right back in. 1-0 count with 2 away. Hunt in scoring position on third base. Next pitch. Outside ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Reeder will be the man on deck. Next pitch comes. Kiefer takes a swing off the fence and right back in play for a foul ball. So count 1 with 2-1. Reeder quickly runs to get that foul ball out of the way. So he's going to try to give it back to the umpire here, but looks like umpire was saying go ahead here with the game. 2-1 count. Velaki, the pitch comes to Kiefer up high, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 away for Kiefer's 4th at-bat of the game. Looking to put for his 4th single with a runner on third and Hunt. 3-1 count. Velaki pitch comes, ball 4, and a walk there for Kiefer. And this will pull Reeder up here with runners on the corners. We don't see any coach coming out yet here for Victus.
We now have runners on first and third with 2 outs for the second baseman, number 18, Wyatt Reeder.
So Reeder, who steps in. Reeder having a single, double, and walk. Now walk just came on his last at-bat. So Kiefer will take off here to second. This one down low. Pump fakes to second, seeing a throw to third. But no throw goes off. Another stolen base for Lawrence Kiefer, his 3rd of the game. So with a 1-0 count, X. We'll get the quick change of the camera. I'll try to get it out of the way so you guys don't have to see me this time. There we go. No one's sitting in the seats now. So Reeder gets set. Should be ready. Take it a second. 2-1 count for Reeder. Next pitch comes high up for ball 3. And there goes the camera again. I apologize for the network today. So the key for the runner on third. 3 balls, 1 strike for Reeder. Next pitch comes up top for ball 4. And back-to-back walks for Reeder. So runners right back on the corners. And we will see a coach emerge
Reeder walks. We have runners
from the
at
dugout
first and third
here for
with 2 outs.
Victus. And there's going to be another pitching change after Feldhockey. 1 strikeout. Allows 3 runs. Hasn't done so hot since coming in. We could be on the mound. We'll see. They're still shining it out. As the infielders also throwing a ball around, getting their arms all juiced up. So Kiefer on third, Reeder on first. Both of them both got on base following walks. And hopefully an umpire wants to get on the conversation. So no idea what time game 2 of the doubleheader against the Parker Lightning will happen. So that's supposed to happen once this game is over. So it will be a quick pitching change, as they're going to pick a guy here from the infield. Currently 7:32. First pitch here was around 4:26. Maybe that lightning delay, which has put us here a little bit late to schedule, but it will still get the game in no matter what, no matter how long it takes. So pitcher on the mound is going to be number 2, Max Vanenwalker. So another right-handed pitcher. We have not seen a lefty from both teams yet. Luke Hanslick might have to start hitting the bands here. Getting that arm a little bit more warmed up. After this inning has gone a little bit here, we see Bird Sales come out too. Moreno using the armbands. We'll see who might come out and pitch. We're in the bottom of the fifth, so we still have 2 innings left to go. And it's going to be Kane McLeod, the man up. And we all remember what happened in his last at-bat. Hit the 3-run home run over the left field wall. And had that big 7-2 lead that they had. So warm-up pitches are done here for Van Walker. McLeod with runners on first and third on the corners with 2 outs. So McLeod, the right-handed
Number
batter.
27, Kane McLeod.
And Van Walker, the new pitcher, looks back on first. Rear kicks the dust, running, returning up first. And safe. And at first base, a little cut off there on the screen. With it being very glitchy. Next pitch, first one here from McLeod will go in for a strike. So an 0-1 count with 2 away. And Kiefer and Reeder both eye-hawking on that ball, seeing if that was just going to go out of control. 0-1 count following that strike from McLeod. Next pitch comes, McLeod swings and misses. Reeder takes off to second. The throw takes a bobble, but throw back to home. Kiefer comes in to score. Reeder thinks about going to third, but now the score is 11-6 in favor of the Hardhats, with Kiefer coming in for the run. So Reeder on second. He also got a stolen base. So 0-2 count for McLeod. Look back on second. Van Walker pitch comes. McLeod high pop up. This one out of play. Foul ball. 0-2 count remains with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Both teams at this point have put up 4 runs in this 5th inning. In this high-scoring game, next pitch just a little up high of the strike zone for ball 1. So a 1-2 count with 2 away. Van Walker looks back to second. Next pitch comes. McLeod, this one down low to the dirt. Ball 2. McLeod was started on an 0-2 count and now goes to a 2-2. 2-2 pitch comes, down low, ball 3, full count for Mr. McLeod. And this has been a long inning here for both teams, hitting and pitching. So McLeod gets set, checks back in the box. Here it comes, this one, ball 4, and Mr. McLeod will take a walk onto first base and pulls up Jace Morgan. And we're almost where we started at this inning. We started with Dexter Steen off, and he steps off the mound. Reeder returns to second. So no pitch there. Still 1-1 here for Morgan. Pitch comes, swings. This one, first base line, just hooks right, goes foul. So 1-2 for Morgan. Also catches with the right hand. You'll see him playing first base sometimes when Reeder or when Steen can't, or you see him playing in the outfield, or where he's at today in DH. 1-2 pitch comes, Morgan high, pop up in the air, throws the bat down. First baseman is under it, calls it off. Second comes in, makes the catch for the 3rd out, but 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hardhats have the 11-6 lead. Luke Hanslick will return on the mound. We'll take a short break and we'll be back.
For post 22. That's 4 runs. Their score is post 22 11. Victus recruits 6.
Alright, we're back for the start of the 6th inning between the Victus recruits and the Post 22 Hardhats, where your Hardhats have an 11-6 lead. Entering the 6th, both of these teams put up 4 in the last inning. So the sun's starting to shine a little bit. No more bad-looking clouds following that lightning delay. So we get set. And Hanslick will throw the last warm-up pitch. And Hanslick came in the last inning, who threw for 1 strikeout looking. And we go here to the 6th. Leadoff hitter, number 1, Carter Lowry, the left fielder. 1 for 3 on the day, a strikeout,
We
ground
move
out,
to
and
the
a
sixth inning.
single.
Coming up, the left fielder number 1, Carter Lowry.
Game 2 will happen on this field again with Parker Lightning. First pitch outside, ball 1. So the 1-0 count. First one there from Hanslick, maybe showing some signs of just being a little cold, not going out pitching like that last inning. So 1-0. Hanslick again. Next one comes, swings and misses, strike 1. First one of the inning, and first one here of the at-bat. So Hanslick will juggle the ball here in his glove. 1-1. The leadoff man and Victus. Pitch comes, and this one off of the ground for ball 2. And this one pops all the way out to the left side of Elder. As he goes out to pick it up, throws it right back to Hanslick. So 2-1 count. Hanslick, the pitch comes. This one outside, right in that outside corner. All 3. 3-1 count for Lowry, the leadoff hitter in the 6th inning for Victus. And the nod from Hanslick. Here comes the pitch. This one outside, ball 4. And a walk for Lowry.
Lowry walks, puts a runner on first with no outs. Brings to bat the DH number 27, Declan Moylette.
So Moylette. So he comes in following the walk with the runner on first in Lowry. It's the DH. So he gets set and ready. Another look back there on first is Hanslick. Runner takes that big lead off of first. Sees him in the corner of his eye. First pitch comes. That one clean bang. Brendan Ray, the right fielder, up after the mic and camera both go out. Throw right back on here.
With the bases loaded, breaks the bat number 24, Brendan Ray.
So
No outs.
bases are loaded with no outs in the 6th inning. Hanslick, pitch comes right down the middle for a strike. So it's an 0-1 count. Hanslick returns right back to the mound.
The Hardhats.
Man on base, number 44, and Garrett. Hanslick, the righty, pitch comes, Swan popped up high. Hanslick gives chase, so does Steen, the first baseman, makes the catch. 1 out in the pop up to first. Puts the first out here in the 6th.
With 1 down. Batter number 44, William Garrett.
So Garrett, who was hit by a pitch in this game, 1 away, bases loaded still. First pitch comes, hits this one into center field. Kiefer is under the radar. Here comes the throw. No runner tags from third, so puts the 2nd out. And right into center field into the hand of Kiefer. So 2 away in the 6th. Steen helps out with the first out. Kiefer helps with the 2nd.
We're now 2 down for the catcher number 4, Ian Cooley.
So Cooley will come in. 2 for 3 on the day. And that last inning changed some of the scenery and takes one off the back from Hanslick, and that's going to be an RBI walk with the bases loaded. So 11-7 Here is the score from Cooley.
Cooley gets hit by a pitch, brings in a run.
Off the RBI hit by pitch. And it looks like they're going to have a runner coming for him on first. Back to Lemons, number 20.
Number 20, the courtesy runner. Now batting number 2, Max Vanderwalker.
So first pitch comes, gets a piece of it, fouls off out of the playing field on the right side. And this is Vanderwalker here. 0-1 with 2 away. Bases remain loaded now in an 11-7 game. Hanslick pitch comes, swung, this one into right field. Johnson makes the catch for the 3rd out. And that one puts it away for the top of the 6th. Following the RBI hit by pitch as they bring 1 run in to score. And they get this to 11-7. Hanslick, who stays strong throughout that. We'll see who. Maybe we can tell who might be the starting pitcher for the next game. With who's working the bullpen, but unfortunately I cannot see anyone in the bullpen as of yet. But 7:46.
Victus does score a
That's
run.
the time. We're just going into the bottom of the 6th here.
No
Game
hits in
1.
there, 3 left off.
So they're still going to move here with Van Walker on the mound, following just his hit in the right field caught by Johnson. So leadoff man will be Dexter Steen like he did back in the last inning. And he was walked, had a stolen base and a run as well. We also saw Kiefer keep his streak going, 3 singles on the day with a walk and having 3 stolen bases. Now most of the players here on the Hardhats roster have either a stolen base, a walk, or a hit. So Steen driven up here to the left
To the bottom of the
batter's
6th.
box.
The batter, number 25, Dexter Steen.
So they get set. Steen gets ready in the left-handed batter's box, and we get ready for the bottom of the 6th. First pitch comes, Steen gets a swing. This one is going to stay fair here, and first base line, he rounds first, going to second, and a leadoff double for Dexter Steen. And he hits, entering this game, was second on the team in batting average.
Steen doubles,
As
puts
he
him on
has
second
his 5th
for
double
number
of the year.
23, Carter Johnson.
So Johnson, he comes in, a single, a strikeout, and a walk today. So Van Walker looks back on second. First pitch comes. Johnson gets a piece of it, fouls off. 0-1 count now. As they quickly get this foul ball here out of the way until we resume play. So out of the way it goes. 0-1 count here for Johnson following the foul ball. They stare down Steen on second. A lengthy distance away from the bag, takes that one in for strike 2 for Johnson. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. For Johnson, just the second hitter here in the bottom of the 6th. Look back on second again where Steen is planted. Pitch comes outside, ball 1. No outs. Man on deck, catcher Josh Elder for the Hardhats. So 1-2. Van Walker again looks back second, double takes. Here comes the pitch. Steen takes off to third. Johnson just gets a piece of it and fouls off to the right side. So Steen has to return back to second base after trying to steal, but Johnson took the swing. Maybe we'll see if Steen will take off here, so 1-2 count again, falling off the foul ball. Mountain Walker, second baseman, closing on second. This one a little up high for ball 2. Johnson again looking down the third baseline at manager Torvey for the call sign last year. Coach of the tournament here in the Nuch 2024 Memorial Tournament. Next pitch comes, this one inside, ball 3. So Johnson works all the way from a 1-2 count to a 3-2 with no outs. Steen again on second with a leadoff double. Pitch comes, Johnson, high pop up in the air, and catcher takes the mask off, and this one behind the fence and out of play. So Johnson again will foul off on a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mountain Walker gets ready, looks back to Steen on second. Righty delivers, Steen takes off, Johnson again pops up, catcher ditches the mask, this one into the bleachers again. So Johnson fouls off yet another time. 3-2 count.
Take care.
Back in the batter's box. Steen on second. Right-handed pitcher to a right-handed batter. Here it comes inside. It'll be ball 4. So Johnson will walk. So runners on first and second.
That's walks. We have runners on first and second. With no outs. For the catcher, number 21, Josh Elder.
So Elder, he comes in now with no outs. Runners on first and second, and Johnson and Steen. In the bottom of the 6th, 11-7 the score for the Hardhats. Here comes the first one. Elder thought about the bunt as he backs off and takes that one for ball 1, as he has a blue bat where Chase Morgan has a pink bat. So 1-0 count. On 1 and 2 are runners for the Hardhats. They look to take a second there off the mound. Steen, Hurley gets back to second. Look to do it again. Elder bunts this one right back to the pitcher. He tries to speed it out to throw to first. It is right there for 1 down. So the sacrifice bunt from Elder. What's that here for the first out in the inning? So runners on 2 and 3 now, pulls up Hunt. And Blaine Hunt blocked his last time up, also had a stolen base. As the dugout fist bumps all around for
Batter
Elder.
number 11, Blaine Hunt.
Infielders again playing in tight. First pitch to Hunt, upstairs, ball 1. As Cooley throws it right back to Vant Walker, the pitcher. Hunt gets set. 1-0 count comes. Pitch swung on by Hunt. The play here to second. The throw to first. Johnson running back to second. They get him. And a double play
to end the inning.
It was a ground to second. They threw it to first. Johnson, who thought Steen was going to go home. Johnson took off to third and ran back to second where they tagged him out. So no run that inning there. But we go into the 7th inning with an 11-7 lead. And Hanzik will be the pitcher that comes out. And just right after this game, the Hardhats will play the Parker Lightning for Game 2 of the doubleheader today. And they also have a doubleheader tomorrow. And then 1 game on Saturday. And depending on how the season works, the Hardhats have a chance to go back to the championship game here in the Nuch tournament at 7 o'clock on Sunday night. It's going to be a late night for
Victus recruits
us and the boys on the bus. So Hanzik will get the warm-up throws, as Elder will get the catcher's gear all strapped on, as Thompson, who is catching the pitches here for Hanzik. And we'll see maybe if Thompson will catch here in Game 2 of the doubleheader, as This is the third straight game for Elder catching. He had the 2 against Wilson in that doubleheader Tuesday, and he gets the game 1 here. But Thompson, who had the first one against, or had the championship game of the Veterans Classic against Sheridan. So we will see if the lineup will change very much. I'm not sure if it will. A little bit of some moves here and there by the coaches. So Hanslick in the top of the 7th, an 11-7 lead for the first game of the 2025 Nuch Memorial Tournament. Last inning here in the game. And this
We
long
move to
game that
the
was
top
held
of the
off by
7th. Coming to bat, the center
lightning
fielder,
delay.
number 11, Nate.
Here on the recording, 3 hours, 31 minutes. So we've been here for quite a doozy. So Ella returns back here to behind home plate, puts the helmet back on. So we get set. His hands like the first hitter here at Nate Sluky. And his last 2 at-bats were walks. Has not had a hit here yet today. First pitch comes in for a strike. Hanslick trying to start off here on a good note here in the last inning of play. No balls, 1 strike. First pitch of the inning. Hanslick, the righty, gets set, lifts the leg, pitch comes, swings and misses for strike 2. 2 pitches in, 2 strikes for Hanslick. Here just for Sluky, the center fielder. It's number 1. No balls, 2 strikes. Fighting off that previous foul ball was Sluky. Sluky, so still 0-2. 2 times he's just been fighting off on those foul balls. So Hanslick gets set. Next pitch comes outside for ball 1 of the count after following the numerous strikes and fouls. So we get the camera action back up. 1-2 count. Hanslick looking to put Sluky away. And outside for ball 2. Checks back in the batter's box on the left-hand side to a right-handed pitcher. Next pitch comes, swings and misses. And the first out here of the inning, the second strikeout for Luke Hanslick on the day. And the Hardhats, 2 more outs here from the game 2 of the doubleheader.
61, Tristan Mullis.
So Tristan Mullis, he comes up 2 for 3 today, a single and a double. So this pitch comes as he thought about taking the swing, as he'll take it here for a ball. So 1-0 to start here, just the second batter for Victus in this top of the 7th inning, an 11-7 lead for the Hardhats. Hanslick, next pitch comes, fouls off, hits the fence. So now the count will go 1-1. Following that foul ball. On that last one, too, we saw quite a bit of foul balls. So Hanslick will get set here, ready to go on the next one. 1-1 pitch count comes. This one, again, turning the hand upside down. Oops, I bubbled the camera there a little bit, I apologize. So that one went down for ball 2. So with a 2-1 count with 1 away, Hanslick again. Getting the call from his catcher, Elder. He gets it. 2-1 pitch comes. Swings and misses for strike 2. And they just get a little bit closer and closer here to getting game 1 of this tournament done and out of the way. A long day. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hanslick, the pitch comes, swung, foul off to the left side. So they keep going. Two, 1 out. Hanslick here on Mullis. So a lot of fight on foul balls last at bat too. First pitch comes, almost caught him looking, but that'll be for a ball 3. And Hanslick nodding the head up and down, maybe not agreeing with that pitch. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. We go with 1 away. Here from Mullis, Hanslick on the mound, gets the step, the turn, the spin, the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3 in the second out. They are 1 more away, and that's the 3rd K of the game for Hanslick, his 3rd strikeout, and now 1 more to put out.
2 down. Brings to bat number 1, Carter Lowry.
So this will be Carter Lowry. A strikeout, double, ground out, and a walk today. He's kind of been all over the board. First pitch comes outside for ball 1 with 2 away, an 11-7 lead for the Hardhats. Once this game's over, we'll stop the live, and then I will try to see if I can figure out something here with our little hotspot, and then maybe we can get some better connection for game 2. Next pitch comes outside, ball 2. So with a 2-0 count, just for the 3rd hitter here in this top of the 7th inning, 2 away. Hanslick likes what Elder offers. 2-0 pitch comes, this one outside, up and high, ball 3. So 3-0. As Hanslick only just a little bit of time there on the mound. Relaxes, glove over the hand. 3-0 pitch comes, and this one outside, or no, in for a strike. So 3-1 count. It looked a little outside from here. So 3 balls, 1 strike. With 2 away. And Hanslick ready to righty. Pitch comes down, fouls off. We go 3-2, full count with 2 away. Potential last pitch here of game 1 of the doubleheader. So Lowry steps right back here in the box. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hanslick gives Elder the yes. Here comes the pitch. Fouls off to the left side, out of play. Hanslick will get a new ball. Another new opportunity to put this game 1 away. So Ella looks towards the dugout to see the call here that Coach Kindred will tell him. So 3-2. 3-2 count. 2 away. Hanslick, the pitch comes down in the dirt. Ball 4. And a walk for Lowry. And this will put Declan Moylet up to the runner on first with 2 away.
Lowry walks. Brings to bat the DH number 27, Declan Moylet.
So Moylet, the DH, has 1 single today, 8 hits for Victus, 6 for the Hardhats. First pitch comes. This one outside for ball 1 and thrown right back fast for Elder. So 1-0 to start this one with the runner on first and Lowry following his walk. So that's 2 walks on his last 2 at-bats. Next pitch comes. This one again outside for ball 2. And players, the Hardhats, still trying to get a little bit loose here as they still got another game to play here tonight. 2-0 count. Hanslick pitch comes. Swan fouls off to the left side and out of play. So 2-1 again. And it looks like there is, umpire has ran out of extra balls in his pockets. So they have to rely here on the dugouts. Let's see if they got any. It looks like Brody Thompson's the hero here. So he throws out a few extra balls, one there to Hanslick. So 2-1 count after Blue ran out of extra balls. He gets a few more. 2-1 count with 2 away. Here with Moylet at bat, runner on first. Hanslick. Pitch comes. Swan, this one high into right field. Johnson gives chase back to the wall, and it bounces off the wall. Johnson makes the pickup. Runner rounds third. And the tag is not in time, so they hold runners off on second and third with a double from Declan Moylet.
Well, that double splits runners on second and third with 2 outs.
Now Bridger Husvater comes in. 2 singles on his last 2 at-bats with runners on 2 and 3.
Now batting number 28, Bridger Hensfire.
So he steps in the box after Hanslick gives up a double. A hit that was back on the right field wall. This one into left field. McLeod gives chase. He can't reach under it. 1 run comes in to score, and that will be 2. So a 2 RBI double makes this game 11-9 in the top of the 7th inning. So the Hardhats will keep. Manager Torrey will come out here. It looks like they're going to throw in Chase
doubles
Mulligan
and 2
here.
runs.
So Hanslick, who threw 2 outs here in the top of the 7th and just let up 2 big hits, one on the right field wall and one here back to the left field, and gives the Victus 2 runs. As they have got all their runs since the top of the 4th inning. They went 1-1, 4-1-2. And so they've got their 9 Hardhats went 2-2-0-3-4-0. That's how they got their 11. So Jace Morgan, he comes in. I did not write down his pitching stats. I was not expecting him to come in and pitch. He doesn't pitch very often.
Now pitching number 22, Jace Morgan.
And Morgan, who was DH here in this game, comes in to pitch a lefty, so the first one we will see maybe today, even if it's just for a few short pitches. And a lot of these players still have to save some energy for Game 2 against the Lightning, as they are just awaiting here for this game to finish up after they will take Victus's dugout. So Morgan is done with his warm-up throws. So Hansa comes out. Morgan comes in with 2 away here in the top of the 7th with a runner on second. Following the 2 RBI double, this is Brendan Ray. I apologize, a new hitter. Number 3, Walton Smith.
Now batting number 3, Colton Smith. Runner on second, 2 outs.
See there. So Morgan, his first pitch comes. This one just a little down, low ball 1, as that was a little tangled up in the feet there of Smith on the at-bat. So Elder kind of had to make sure runner wasn't going to take off on second. So Morgan's first pitch goes for a ball. A 1-0 count with 2 away. Lefty throws down the middle for a strike. 1-1. Smith comes in a hit here for Brendan Ray, the right fielder. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away at the top of the 7th. An 11-9 score for the Hardhats in this long Game 1 of the doubleheader to kick off the Nuch tournament in 2025. Swan on right back to Morgan with the right hand. The throw, the cannon. The Hardhats come away with the 11-9 victory.
And that's the ball game.
The hit right back to the glove of Morgan, and then the bullet right on the street to first to Stain. So 11-9 final. We'll do it here for Game 1 of the doubleheader, the first game of the tournament. As we are going to end this line, we'll start Game 2. This is Wyatt Simmons signing off here on Game 1 doubleheader.